Hey everyone, welcome to Firescale Audiobooks. If you enjoy the audiobooks, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. If you'd like to support us further, consider becoming a Patreon member. As a member, you'll gain the ability to request the next part of a novel audiobook I've uploaded, depending on your Patreon tier.
Empire of the Azure Sky. Southern Province, Misty Vale City. In the grand halls of the Feng family residence, one of the 5 great families of Misty Vale City, guests flowed like a river, and colorful lanterns hung high, casting a festive glow over the bustling scene. The Liu family wishes Master Feng a life as vast as the Eastern Sea, and as enduring as the southern mountains. The Zhao family hopes Master Feng's cultivation will soar to new heights. Yenna wishes the uncle to ascend to the 3 elements divine realm soon. Bayer wishes family head health and happiness for many years to come. Voices filled the air with congratulations and laughter, while Feng Chen, the head of the Feng family, sat on a high seat, smiling and radiating a warm glow. Today marked his 30th birthday, a milestone that was both significant and symbolic. Despite his outward cheer, a sense of hopelessness lurked beneath Feng Chen's smile. As the youngest head of one of the 5 major families in Misty Vale City, Feng Chen's achievements were the talk of the town. Reaching the Grand Qi condensation realm at such a young age was no small feat, and it was the reason why Feng Clan was able to maintain its status as one of the 5 major clans in Misty Vale City. Feng Chen's rise had not been merely a stroke of luck or the result of mere talent. He had been a transmigrator, a secret known only to him. Having a mature mind, Feng Chen was able to easily grasp the technique, which his peers might have struggled with. Despite being one of the strongest in the city, Feng Chen knew that he wasn't all that great. The gap between true genius and ordinary talent was vast and unbridgeable. While some could achieve the Grand Qi condensation realm by 8, enter the 3 elements divine realm by 10, and master martial arts by 18. Compared to these prodigies, Feng Chen knew his own achievements, though impressive, were pale. Nonetheless, in this remote area, achieving the Grand Qi condensation realm was already considered to be the strongest. In the Feng Clan, only he, Feng Chen, was at the Grand Qi condensation realm, and most elders were at just the core formation stage. It was only because of Feng Chen who not only broke through Grand Qi condensation realm, but is also at the peak of Grand Qi condensation realm that Feng Clan was able to maintain its status as one of 5 major families in Misty Vale City. Otherwise, to be one of the major clan in Misty Vale City, one had to have at least 3 people who are in Grand Qi condensation realm. The weight of his family's future pressed heavily on his shoulders. Despite his own strength, the rest of the Feng family lacked the prowess and potential needed to uphold their current standing. His family members were either weak or lacking in talent. The strongest among them were barely at the core formation stage, and they were his elders who had been cultivating for 100 years. Although Feng Chen, who reached the pinnacle of the Grand Qi condensation realm by his 20th year, stood as a beacon of unparalleled genius, the rest of his generation seemed to falter in comparison. While Feng Chen's achievements were nothing short of extraordinary, his contemporaries struggled, with none of his peers even attaining the core formation stage yet. The younger generation, too, appeared lackluster in their potential. Among those under 20, the most promising cultivator had barely reached the initial foundation establishment stage, casting a shadow of doubt over the future of their lineage. Feng Chen's heart ached with the knowledge that, should anything happen to him, the Feng Clan's status would be in jeopardy. The other great families in Misty Vale City were formidable, and were eagerly eyeing his clan. The Liu family, the Zhao family, and others had numerous talented individuals and resources that dwarfed his own. Without a capable successor, the Feng Clan might very well fall from grace. His fears were not unfounded. The rise of the Feng Clan had been swift, but such rapid ascension made them a target. If they lost their current prominence, they could quickly become just another second-rate family, relegated to the periphery of Misty Vale City's social and political circles. Sigh. As the celebration continued, a young girl approached and knelt before him. Elder brother, Feng Mei greets you. Feng Mei, a bright and beautiful girl with a lively spirit, had been adopted by Feng Chen's uncle, Feng Chen. Her sweet demeanor and intelligence had endeared her to the entire family, especially Feng Chen. In the entire Feng clan, apart from his blood brother, only Feng Mei was allowed to address Feng Chen as her brother. He, get up quickly, Mayor. Your presence brightens my day, Feng Chen said, helping her up with a warm smile. This scene was seen by many younger generations of Feng Clan, and they could only hide their envy. As she looked around, Mei's eyes sought out Feng Chen's younger brother, Feng Yun. Where is brother Feng Yun? She asked. The crowd fell silent at the mention of Feng Yun, the only blood brother of Feng Chen. Yet, Feng Yun's root bone was very poor, and he was barely able to reach the 5th level of qi gathering at the age of 16. Clan leader, I think brother Feng Yun went to prepare a special gift for you, a young boy answered. Feng Chen nodded slightly. Unlike others, Feng Chen didn't feel disappointed by his younger brother's cultivation. The other members of the family had high expectations for Feng Yun, given that he was Feng Chen's younger brother. They anticipated him to be a genius, following in his parents' and brother's formidable footsteps. However, they were quickly confronted with a sobering reality. Not only did Feng Yun fail to exhibit any signs of genius, but he also struggled to measure up to the average member of the Feng clan. Feng Chen didn't feel that his younger brother needed to be a genius as long as he was happy. As for the family problems, as long as he was around, he was prepared to handle them. Although it was his birthday celebration, Feng Chen wasn't in a particularly good mood. He knows that many of the guests weren't there because they wished him happiness. As Feng Chen brooded over the future of the Feng clan, a sudden, strange sensation washed over him. His vision blurred, and a hum filled the air. A faint, ethereal light seemed to emerge in his mind, and before Feng Chen could react, a voice echoed in his mind. System initialization complete. Welcome to the martial arts system. Congratulations, host, on binding with the system. This system is here to assist you in becoming a true unparalleled genius of the heavenly domain. Feng Chen's eyes widened in shock and disbelief. The sensation was both foreign and familiar, and the voice was clear and commanding. What is this? He murmured. Although he said that, it was not out of not knowing what it was but because of the shock. As an avid reader of web novel in his past life, how could he be ignorant of what the system is? However, it has been years since he was born, and although he hoped for a golden finger to appear, which would make him a protagonist, it never did, and he had given up hope after so many years. Now that it appeared, he didn't know what to say. He had never heard about a system that was so late. 30 years. It had been 30 years and the system was popping out like he was born just today. If he had a system from the moment he was born, Feng Chen thought that he and his clan would already be sitting at the top of this world. However, even though the system had come late, at least it had finally arrived. Better late than never. Ha ha ha. Feng Chen's initial shock quickly transformed into an almost uncontrollable laughter. The realization that a system had finally arrived, albeit 3 decades late, was both a source of relief and amusement. Feng Chen's sudden outburst of laughter puzzled the guests in the room. Especially the Zhao, Lu, and Yan family who are against the Feng clan. Brother, are you all right? Feng Mei's voice broke through his reverie, her expression a mix of concern and curiosity. Feng Chen quickly composed himself, waving off her concern with a reassuring smile. I'm fine, Meiya. Just a bit of excitement. Feng Chen took a deep breath and forced a calm, reassuring smile. He waved his hand dismissively as he turned his attention back to the guests. Everyone, please, continue to enjoy the festivities. Eat to your heart's content, and forgive me if there's anything lacking in the arrangements. Today is a day of celebration, and I want everyone to have a good time. He gestured toward the grand tables laden with delicacies and sumptuous dishes, their aroma wafting through the hall. Please, don't hold back. Let's make this a joyous occasion for all. The guests, sensing that the head of the Feng family had regained his composure, resumed their cheerful conversations and laughter. While those hostile to Feng Clan couldn't understand the sudden enthusiasm from Feng Chen. However, they thought that Feng Chen was unnecessarily happy on his birthday and looked down on his behavior. As a clan leader of one of the 5 major clans, how could one lose their composure easily? Humph! Feng Chen is really too immature to be a clan leader, one of the Zhao family members muttered under their breath. Indeed, another from the Liu family agreed, he laughs like a fool. No wonder the Feng clan is declining. Let's see how long his happiness lasts, a Yan family elder sneered. Feng clan better pray that Feng Chen doesn't disappear like their previous patriarch. The 3 families continued to mock Feng Chen, although in a low voice to avoid being heard by Feng Chen. Although appearing arrogant, they didn't seem to want to mess with the Feng clan at the moment. The festive atmosphere continued unabated, but Feng Chen's mind was occupied with the sudden arrival of the martial arts system. The system, while arriving late, could be the key to solving the very problems that had been weighing heavily on his mind. It was his chance to ensure that the Feng clan not only survived but thrived. Perhaps, he mused, this is a new beginning. He glanced around the grand hall, filled with celebrants oblivious to the monumental shift occurring within him. The system's arrival was a game-changer, and Feng Chen couldn't wait to check what system could do. System, he muttered, trying to gather his thoughts and focus on the voice in his mind. What exactly can you do? Welcome, host. The martial arts system is designed to assist you in achieving unparalleled greatness in the heavenly domain. You will receive guidance, cultivation resources, and various other aids tailored to your needs. Your path to becoming a true genius starts now. Genius my a ***. He is already past the age of being a genius, and is on his way to becoming an old man. However, although he is past that age, maybe the system could help the younger generation turn from chicken to phoenix. What should I do first? Feng Chen asked the system in his mind. Host, the system will provide you with a beginner's package containing basic cultivation resources, and a detailed guide on how to enhance your abilities. Additionally, you will receive missions and quests with suitable rewards. Feng Chen's eyes sparkled with enthusiasm. Although he has yet to see what system could truly do, reading any system novel will let you know that system is a cheat to become the strongest. Proceed with the beginner's package, Feng Chen commanded. Congratulations! Host has received 10 core condensation pill, 10 marrow cleansing pill, a high-level heaven-grade sword technique, Heavenly Emperor's sword, and 1 vial of pure essence fluid. Please access your storage to claim your rewards. This is incredible, Feng Chen muttered, a smile playing on his lips. Pity that it is a core condensation pill which isn't much use to me. However, it will be useful to the clan's elder. Feng Chen thought. Core condensation pills are much more effective to those in the core formation stage. For those cultivators above the core formation stage, it wasn't as useful. However, rather than that, the 10 marrow cleansing pill was what caught his eye the most. These rare pills purify and strengthen the marrow, enhancing the body's capacity for cultivation. They cleanse impurities from the body, improving overall health and the ability to absorb spiritual energy. They were literally the pill for changing one's talent. Although just these pills weren't enough to become those heavenly pride with extraordinary physique and luck, it was something that his Feng clan needed right now. Next was the heaven-grade sword technique, which is not very useful for the clan, but was very helpful to himself. In the realm of cultivation, martial techniques were categorized into 5 grades: mortal, earth, heaven, saint, and divine. The vast majority of cultivators had access only to the mortal grade technique, and even obtaining an earth grade manual was a feat few could achieve. Heaven grade cultivation manual is something that only the first-rated sect of Empire of the Azure Sky might have. Other than that, only the royal family might have 1 or 2 heaven grade techniques. Now he was also one of those people who possessed a heaven grade technique. With the heaven grade technique, it wouldn't be difficult to even defeat people who are 3 or 4 minor steps higher than himself. Host, do you wish to learn Heavenly Emperor's sword? System asked. Can I learn it directly like this? Feng Chen asked, surprised by what the system said. Normally one would take days and even months to comprehend martial arts. Not to mention the time it takes to master those martial arts. But it seems like he didn't need to spend that time to learn this heaven-grade martial art with System's help. Learn, he commanded with eager anticipation. Instantly, a torrent of knowledge surged into Feng Chen's mind, granting him a complete understanding of the Heavenly Emperor's sword. He could hardly contain his exhilaration. Ha ha ha, he laughed triumphantly, his joy unrestrained. Brother, you seem very happy today, Feng Mei noted with a puzzled expression. Feng Mei has rarely seen her elder brother laugh, and today, she has seen him laugh more than 2 times. Haha, it's just the joy of celebrating with all of you, Feng Chen responded, patting her head affectionately. Who wouldn't be happy to master a heaven-grade martial art in seconds? Even getting one would make someone insane, not to mention being able to master it in a matter of seconds. It was already thanks to his incredible self-control that he had not started dancing, otherwise, he would have been jumping around like a monkey. Feng Chen managed to compose himself and continued to look into the system's other features. System, let me check my status, Feng Chen commanded through his thoughts. Host info. Host, Feng Chen. Age, 30. Cultivation, 3 elements divine realm, peak. Martial arts, Heavenly Emperor's sword, high-level heaven grade, iron fist technique, mid-level mortal grade, light sword technique, high-level mortal grade, earth-shattering palm, mid-level earth grade. System inventory. 10 core condensation pills, 10 marrow cleansing pills, 1 vial of pure essence fluid. System quests. 1. Reaching Qi gathering stage, completed. 2. Reaching foundation establishment stage, completed. 3. Reaching core condensation stage, completed. 4. Reaching grand Qi enhancement realm, completed. 5. Reaching 3 elements divine realm, completed. Ding. Congratulations, host, for reaching the Qi gathering stage. Rewards, 10 Qi gathering pills, 10 ethereal spirit pills, and 2,000 system points. Congratulations, host, for reaching the foundation establishment stage. Rewards, 10 foundation establishment pills, 10 mystic insight manuals, and 5,000 system points. Congratulations, host, for reaching the core condensation stage. Rewards, 10 core condensation pills, 10 core refinement elixirs, and 10,000 system points. Congratulations, host, for reaching the grand Qi enhancement stage. Rewards, 10 grand Qi enhancement pills, 10 heavenly insight manuals, and 20,000 system points. Congratulations, host, for reaching the 3 elemental divine stage. Rewards, 10 elemental infusion pills, 10 elemental harmony crystals, and 30,000 system points. System, you were really late. Feng Chen couldn't help but feel a bit sad. From the list of his completed quests, he could see that the system could have easily provided him with the necessary resources to cultivate the next realm. At the moment, most of those rewards were useless to him. Nonetheless, it could help the other clan members, which wasn't a bad deal. Ding. Congratulations, host, for completing a secret mission, become a clan leader. Feng Chen blinked in surprise at the unexpected notification. Rewards, 100,000 system points, the Eyes of Insight, and a core formation protection array. His heart raced as he processed the rewards. The core formation protection array would offer a robust defense against powerful adversaries, ensuring the clan's safety. It could completely ignore attacks from the core formation stage, and could also withstand some attacks from the early Grand Qi condensation realm. As for the Eyes of Insight, he had never heard of anything like it. System, what is this Eyes of Insight? He asked, curiosity piqued. As a clan leader, how could one grow without being able to see one's talent? The Eyes of Insight allows you to see through others' strengths, talent, and physique, providing you with crucial information to guide and nurture your clan members effectively. Feng Chen's eyes widened in amazement. This ability would be a game changer for him as a leader. Being able to assess the potential of his clan members accurately would enable him to make informed decisions about their training and development. Activate the Eyes of Insight, he commanded. Immediately, his vision shifted. The room around him seemed to shimmer slightly as a new layer of information appeared before his eyes. He turned to look at Feng Mei, focusing his vision to assess her potential. Name, Feng Mei. Cultivation level, initial foundation establishment. Talent, exceptional. Physique, Jade Phoenix, unawakened. Feng Chen's gaze softened with pride. Feng Mei's cultivation level and potential were impressive. Even he didn't know that Meier had already broken through the formation establishment stage. This silly girl must be hiding her cultivation. Feng Chen thought. Feng Mei cultivation is thought to be at the peak of the qi gathering stage, which is already considered to be good considering that the highest cultivation of Feng Clan members below age 20 is also at the early foundation establishment stage. Even I was fooled by this little girl. If I didn't have eyes of insight, I might still have believed that Meier was still stuck in qi gathering stage. Feng Clan members would usually immediately inform about their breakthrough to the clan. It was not mandatory, but they would receive pills and other benefits. So most of the time, they would immediately announce their breakthrough. Because of that, if one didn't disclose about their breakthrough, there was no way to know unless they were showing their powers. And the reason why she didn't disclose her real cultivation despite the benefit must be because of Feng Yun. This brother of mine is really making others worry about him. Although I was helpless previously, now, with the help of the system, I believe that I could change his fate. Host talent is divided into 5 parts: ordinary talent, above average talent, exceptional talent, genius talent, and heavenly talent. Most people are only ordinary talent, while only 1 in 10,000 have above average talent. While those with exceptional talent are 1 in a million. Wow! So Meier is a genius. Feng Chen exclaimed, elated. He didn't expect that the girl his uncle had picked up would be so talented. Then what about her physique? It has the name Phoenix, so it should be very strong, right? Feng Chen asked excitedly. With exceptional talent and a strong physique, Feng Mei might be someone who could even lead the Feng Clan in the future. Indeed, host. The Jade Phoenix physique is extremely rare and powerful. It is only found in 1 in 10 million people. Once her physique is awakened, she will be 1,000 times stronger than she is now. With such a talent and physique, Meier's future is truly bright. Feng Chen thought. System, do you know how to awaken Meier's physique? Host, the information required to awaken the Jade Phoenix physique is currently beyond your privileges. As you grow stronger and complete more quests, additional privileges and information will be unlocked. Humph. It seems that he couldn't access everything from the system. Nevertheless, Feng Chen wasn't in a hurry to awaken Feng Mei's physique. Even without her Jade Phoenix physique, she could stand at the top with her talent alone. Feng Chen believes that it will not be long before he can awaken her physique. Anyway, his current concern was about his clan. System, Feng Chen continued, is there any quest that will help elevate my clan's status and strength? Host, there are 2 suitable missions related to your clan. Mission 1, cultivate the younger generation of the Feng Clan to reach the core formation stage. Rewards, 1 heaven grade movement technique, 50 core condensation pills, and 1 heaven grade defense technique. Mission 2, make Feng Clan the strongest in Misty Vale City by having at least 5 grand qi condensation realm and 30 core formation stage in Feng Clan. Rewards, 100,000 system points and... Feng Chen's eyes lit up. Nice. This quest was exactly what he needed to uplift his clan's potential. If the younger generation could reach the core formation stage, he would receive enough resources to increase the clan's overall power significantly. Ding. Before Feng Chen could come out of his happiness, there was another sound from the system. Congratulations, host, for completing another secret mission, strongest in the Misty Vale City. Rewards, 100,000 system points and mid-level Saint Grade Body Refinement Technique, Saintly Thunder Body. Feng Chen stood still while staring at the rewards. Saint Grade. Feng Chen was already becoming insane at the thought of having heaven grade technique, and the system had to mock his narrow perspective by rewarding him with a Saint Grade technique. Saint grade. And it was a mid-level saint grade. This is... Wouldn't I already conquer the world with these resources? Feng Chen wondered dumbfoundedly. Although it was not true, he didn't believe that it was an exaggeration either. In the whole empire, there wasn't any saint-grade technique, or at least he didn't hear about any entities possessing saint-grade technique. Now that he was in possession of it, wouldn't that make him the strongest? Although technique alone wouldn't define a person's strength, it does play a big role. Especially when the grade of technique is something like mid-level saint grade. I don't know how many people would come to Feng Clan if they knew that I have a mid-level saint grade technique. Feng said. It wouldn't be weird if even other strong men from different countries came to invade the empire of the Azure Sky just to get this technique. Even those super strong sects with saint grade technique might appear to steal this technique from me. Good thing is, it is very hard to know what grade of technique one is without having seen it before. And it is especially true with the body refinement technique. System, Feng Chen said with an impatient look, I want to learn the saintly thunder body technique right now. Swish. The details of the saintly thunder body technique began to flood his consciousness, overwhelming him with a cascade of knowledge and power. The moment he mentally grasped the technique, he felt a surge of energy like never before. His body tingled with a potent, electrifying force, and he could almost see crackling bolts of lightning coursing through his veins. The saintly thunder body technique was not just a refinement method, it was an unparalleled force of nature. This is incredible. The saintly thunder body technique is far beyond anything I imagined. The technique focused on channeling and refining the body's internal energy with the power of thunder. It is not only immense physical enhancement, but also increased resilience and explosive strength. With this, I can be both the strongest spear and toughest shield. Unlike anything I had encountered, this method integrated the power of thunder into my very essence, granting me a nearly indomitable physique. I marveled at the technique's description. It was said to augment my physical capabilities to a degree where I could withstand the impact of powerful attacks and retaliate with devastating force. The technique allowed its practitioner to harness and control lightning, making their strikes not only physically overwhelming but also imbued with elemental power. With this technique, maybe even those in early nascent soul realm wouldn't be able to harm me. Fortunately, Feng Chen managed to keep all that energy inside his body without spilling anything out. Otherwise, he would have attracted the attention of others who could sense that powerful energy. Indeed, having a golden finger is different. I have already become 10 or 20 times stronger just by accepting some rewards from the system. Feng Chen said with both sadness and satisfaction. Sadness because he felt like his years of hard work was just waste compared to what system had given him. Satisfaction because of how powerful his system is. Anyway, Feng Chen decided to enjoy his birthday celebration and check out the system store and other functionalities later. He didn't know whether he could control himself if there was a divine grade technique or anything similar in the system store. As celebration continued, suddenly, a guard burst in, breathless and wide-eyed. Family head, the guard exclaimed. I have urgent news. Feng Chen's attention snapped to the guard. What is it? The people from Mystic Flame sect have arrived, the guard reported, his voice trembling with urgency. And it appears that an elder from their sect is leading the group. The room fell silent, the weight of the news sinking in. The Mystic Flame sect was known for its immense power and influence, and it is hailed as the #1 sect in the whole Azure Sky Empire. If they claim to be #2, then no one would dare to claim to be #1. In the entire Azure Sky Empire, only the royal family might have the power to contend with the Mystic Flame sect. To be a disciple of the Mystic Flame sect, one would need to be core formation stage before the age of 20, and all the elders were above the early stage of Grand Chi condensation realm. The crowd immediately went from sudden silence to uproar. Mystic Flame sect. To a remote place like ours. And it is also an elder. Do you know what cultivation is needed to be an elder of Mystic Flame sect? At least the peak of the Grand Chi condensation realm. Peak of Grand Chi Condensation Realm. In the entire Misty Vale City, there is only one person who has reached that stage. As the conversation continued, the guests started to look at Feng Chen with reverence. They thought that the Mystic Flame sect had come because of Feng Chen. Quickly invite them. Feng Chen instructed. Feng Chen didn't dally around either and quickly instructed the guard to invite the guest from Mystic Flame sect. Why are they here? Even Feng Chen was puzzled by the arrival of the Mystic Flame sect's people. He didn't know anyone from the Mystic Flame sect, so he knew that they weren't here because of his birthday. The other four major clans were also standing on the side, very curious as to what the Mystic Flame sect was doing here in the Feng Clan. Could it be that Feng Chen had hitched a ride with the Mystic Flame sect? Thinking about this idea, the people from Zhao, Lu, and Yan besides the Wang family were all a little unsteady. If that was really the case, they were afraid that the Feng Clan would be able to dominate Misty Vale City in the future. The Feng Clan's Grand Hall was soon abuzz with activity, the atmosphere charged with anticipation. In the midst of the crowd's eager anticipation, a banner bearing the words Mystic Flame came into view. They were an imposing group. Their leader, a figure exuding authority, was accompanied by a group of elite cultivators. The air seemed to crackle with their presence. What a grand display! The Mystic Flame sect has arrived with a dozen people, and the weakest among them is at the core formation stage. The guests couldn't believe their eyes. If someone so young could reach the core formation stage in the Misty Vale City, then she would already be considered the number one genius. However, the Mystic Flame sect can easily bring out tens or hundreds of those people, and they weren't considered anything in the Mystic Flame sect. Look at those three leading the group, the Lu family elder said solemnly. I can't see through their cultivation. They must be at the peak core formation stage or even higher. That girl in the lead, she's stunning, someone in the crowd whispered, unable to hide their admiration. The rest of the people listened to these words and began murmuring among themselves, the buzz of excitement and curiosity growing louder. It was worthy of being a giant of the Azure Sky Empire, known far and wide for its power and prestige. Feng Chen also secretly observed the visitors. Among them was a young and beautiful woman, who looked to be only 16 or 17 years old, yet her aura suggested she had already entered the Qi Grand Condensation realm. Feng Chen was shocked. Entering the Qi Grand Condensation realm before 16 was the mark of a true genius. Those are the people who can reach nascent soul realm, or even higher. He couldn't help but marvel at the young woman's talent. In the entire Azure Sky Empire, such geniuses were exceedingly rare and highly sought after. Feng Chen took a step forward, bowing respectfully. Welcome, esteemed guests from the Mystic Flame sect. We are honored by your presence. Feng Chen stepped forward to greet them, his demeanor respectful and composed. I am Feng Chen, the head of the Feng Clan. It is an honor to receive you. Please make yourselves comfortable. The leader of the delegation, a stern and commanding man with a powerful aura, nodded slightly. I am Elder Xian of the Mystic Flame sect. We appreciate your warm welcome, Feng Head. Peak of Grand Chi Condensation Realm. Indeed, an elder from Mystic Flame sect. The group of people from Mystic Flame sect then proceeded to sit on the chair, which had been hastily prepared. Ahem. Elder Xian cleared his throat and stood up. Putting his hands together, he smiled and said, Clan leader Feng Chen. The reason we came here today is because we would like your help with something. Of course, Elder Xian, if you have any problems, just let me know. If I can help you solve it, then I definitely wouldn't dare say no. Feng Chen replied, maintaining his respectful demeanor. He didn't outright promise nor reject since he didn't know what their intention was. Leader Feng, do you know her? Elder Xian smiled lightly and pointed to the girl next to him. I'm sorry, this girl is. Feng Chen looked over at the girl and awkwardly shook his head. After becoming clan leader, he barely had any spare time to worry about other things. So, even if she were some famous genius that everyone might recognize, Feng Chen had no clue about her. The girl, who had remained silent until now, stepped forward and bowed. I am Ling Meiyu. Brother Feng, I haven't come to pay my respects in a long time. It's my fault that you don't recognize me. The crowd was astonished. The super genius from Mystic Flame sect actually addressed Feng Head as a brother. The three major families' expressions became even worse. They knew that Feng Clan had some kind of connection with the Ling family, but didn't know it was to the point that even their own genius addressed Feng Chen as a brother. Feng Chen was first stunned when he heard the name Ling Meiyu, and then he came to a realization. She is the daughter of Ling Jian of the Ling family. The Ling family is one of the most powerful families, and is said to be just below the imperial family. Feng Clan shared a good relationship with the Ling family when his parents were still here. His father and Ling Meiyu's father were sworn brothers who would occasionally hang out with each other. Although I don't have many memories about Ling Jian, I do remember my father and him going to drink together when he came to visit us. Although he was unsure as to how they became friends, he was sure that they were very close. It was to the point they had decided to wed their future children with each other, thus becoming real families. Meaning, Ling Meiyu was engaged to Feng Yun. As for why Feng Yun was engaged instead of Feng Chen, it was because of her age. Feng Yun was born a year later than Ling Meiyu. That was when the two families decided to officially engage Ling Meiyu and Feng Yun. But with the disappearance of his parents, it had become a distant memory. The Ling family also didn't mention the engagement during this period, which prompted Feng Chen to forget about that. Feng Chen had memories of carrying Ling Meiyu when she was just an infant, but it was years ago. No wonder he couldn't remember her until she mentioned her name. So it's Sister Ling Meiyu. Forgive me for my poor memories, I almost couldn't recognize you. Feng Chen said smilingly. It's been many years, and I haven't visited Uncle Ling Jian for a long time, and I don't know how your father is doing. I hope your father doesn't blame me. Feng Chen said. He remembers going to Ling's mansion a couple of times when he was a child, but that was all before his parents disappeared. Ling Meiyu's cheek flushed red and she seemed to be embarrassed and confused about something. She stiffly replied, My father met a powerful person and was injured. Since then, he has been recovering at home. Uncle Jian is injured. Feng Chen was shocked by the news. Can anyone even injure Ling Jian in this Azure Sky Empire? Ling Jian was in the nascent soul realm, which is considered strongest in Azure Sky Empire. Therefore, it was hard to believe that Ling Jian was injured. Ling Meiyu looked at Feng Chen being so concerned about her father, and looked even more embarrassed. She could only quietly reach out and pull the sleeve of Elder Xian next to her. Ahem. Feng Head, getting back to the topic. Elder Xian interrupted. Ling Meiyu is not only the genius personally recruited by Mystic Flame sect, but also the personal disciple of sect leader Xiaoning. With Elder Xian's words, there was another buzz of discussion among the guests. The younger generation of Feng Clan were all looking at Ling Meiyu with envy and admiration. On the other hand, there were people from Zhao, Lu, and Yan who wore even uglier expressions on their faces. With Feng Clan's future daughter-in-law being so talented as to become Mystic Flame sect's personal disciple, how could they continue going against Feng Clan? Hee, I heard previously that the Mystic Flame sect leader personally went to recruit a peerless genius. At the time, I didn't know it was Sister Ling Meiyu. What incredible talent you must have. Feng Chen complimented, though a bad feeling gnawed at his heart. The flow of conversation felt eerily similar to the many novels he had read in his previous life. It was just good luck. Smiling lightly, Ling Meiyu began to feel even more uncomfortable. Leader Feng, the request that I have made relates to Meiyu. In addition, this was assigned by our sect leader. Elder Xian kept his smile, but when he mentioned the sect leader, he subconsciously lessened his smile and his face grew serious. With the power behind his back, Elder Xian didn't think that there was any need to continue being polite with a small family like Feng. Like Elder Xian, Feng Chen stopped smiling. He had the feeling that he knew what they were going to say next. Elder Xian, please tell me what the sect's request is. That is, Feng Clan head, our Mystic Flame sect's upper echelons have received word that the engagement of Miss Ling Meiyu with your clan is still in place. We wish to address this matter. The room erupted in a frenzy. The crowd, especially members of the three major families, Zhao, Lu, and Yan, stared in shock. Could it be that the Feng Clan had already hugged the thigh of Mystic Flame sect? However, several sharp-eyed observers noticed that the Mystic Flame sect's arrival was not as celebratory as initially assumed. Even if there was an engagement between Feng Yun and Ling Meiyu, it didn't make sense for elders from the Mystic Flame sect to come. However, they didn't need to guess as Elder Xian gave the answer right away. I hope the Feng family can break off their marriage contract with Ling Meiyu. Elder Xian said solemnly. Feng Chen's expression darkened. Although he had anticipated this, Feng Chen was still annoyed and angry. Previously, he had read about such scenarios in novels without much thought about what the protagonist and the one who cared about him must be going through. But now, facing the same situation himself, he was very angry. He knows how much of Feng Clan's reputation would be lost if he accepted their demands just like that. More than that was the reputation of his younger brother. It was already bad within and outside of the Feng Clan because of his low talent. And with his engagement withdrawal, it will only continue to get worse. His emotions surged as he considered the implications for his clan and his younger brother, Feng Yun. The atmosphere has changed, and Feng Chen could sense the judgment in the eyes of the onlookers. They seemed to be laughing and ridiculing the Feng Clan at the moment. The once Feng Clan members who were happy and had joyous faces instantly turned dark. Even those members who didn't get along with Feng Yun were angry at the fact that he was being humiliated like this. Although some Feng members might look down on Feng Yun due to his low talent, but as his kin, how could they tolerate others humiliating him like this? It was only because they were afraid of implicating their families that they controlled themselves. The three major families looked at Feng Chen with mockery. They wanted to laugh in his face, but controlled themselves, and wanted to see how Feng Chen would handle this matter. Whether Feng Chen accepts or rejects the Mystic Flame sect's request, both were good for them. After today, Misty Vale City will only have four major families. Zhao, Lu, and Yan people thought to themselves. With the relationship between Feng and Ling severed, they didn't think Feng would be able to defend against the three of their families. And if Feng Chen offended the Mystic Flame elders, then they thought that they wouldn't even need to do anything and Feng Clan would disappear overnight. Good. Very good. Feng Chen said loudly, a bit of anger mixed in his words. The elders of Feng Clan, sensing that Feng Chen was getting angry, immediately went to calm him down. Nephew. Please control yourself. They are from Mystic Flame sect. One of the elders, who is his uncle, whispered to Feng Chen. Although he was also angry, he knew that going against the Mystic Flame sect would only lead to Feng Clan's destruction. It was the #1 sect with many people in the Grand Qi Condensation realm, and even the Three Elements Divine realm. They could wipe out the Feng Clan in seconds if they wanted to. Ling Meiyu was feeling quite guilty for breaking off the engagement, but even so, she was determined to break off her engagement. Nobody can decide who I marry. I will decide my own fate. Ling Meiyu thought to herself. Nice. Very nice. Ling Jian has raised a good daughter. I am really envious of him. Feng Chen said in a sarcastic voice while staring at Ling Meiyu with blank eyes void of any emotion. It was totally different from before. Brother Feng. No. Call me Feng head or clan leader. I don't deserve to be called brother by Miss Ling. You are the Ling family's young lady, who is also Mystic Flame's little sect leader. My younger brother indeed doesn't deserve a phoenix like you. Feng Chen didn't care about how close their father was. With Ling Meiyu humiliating his clan and brother, it was already his biggest concession that he didn't slap Ling Meiyu's face right now. Humph. Feng head is still sensible despite being so weak. The other elder of Mystic Flame sect said disdainfully. He felt that there was no point in talking and going through all this for such a small clan. They can just command Feng Clan to do what they want and Feng Clan would do it obediently. Zhou Lei. Don't be rude. Elder Xian said, but it was just for appearance. He didn't think any differently than what Elder Zhou was thinking. Hearing Zhou Lei's comment, Feng's family's people couldn't help but become very angry. When have they reached a stage where they have to hear other people insulting their family head, and they can't even retaliate? Feng Chen was beloved among both younger and older generations of Feng Clan. He didn't just become family head at a young age because of his strength, or because he was the son of the previous family head. It was because he had earned acknowledgement from every member of the Feng Clan. He took up the mantle when the Feng Clan was at its lowest, surrounded by all kinds of danger. With the former patriarch and his wife's disappearance, Feng Clan no longer had anyone who was in the Grand Qi Condensation realm, and would have eventually become a second-rated clan if not for Feng Chen. He not only prevented the Feng Clan from being devoured by other families but also made it thrive. Only the Feng elders knew how much Feng Chen had changed since he became clan leader. Once a carefree youth who loved to flirt and play pranks, Feng Chen transformed into a pillar of strength and wisdom. His once playful demeanor gave way to a solemn determination, as he took on the immense responsibilities of leadership. Gone were the days of frivolity. In their place stood a man who spent sleepless nights strategizing for the clan's future and personally overseeing the training of the younger generation. The younger generation also liked Feng Chen very much. Feng Chen wasn't domineering even as family head, and would treat everyone equally. He was the type of leader who would sacrifice everything for the betterment of his clan. Feng Chen would often forego personal cultivation to train the younger generation, ensuring that the clan's future was bright. He was the first to respond to any crisis, and was even ready to risk his life for the clan. His dedication to the clan was unwavering, and his actions spoke louder than any words could. He never asked for anything in return, believing that his duty as family head was to serve, not to be served. When the Feng Clan faced economic hardships, he was the first to offer up his own resources, even selling off his prized possessions to ensure the clan's survival. Under his leadership, the clan thrived not because of fear or intimidation, but because of mutual respect and love. Yet now, to think that someone would dare insult the head of the Feng Clan, the very man who had given his all to protect and uplift them, was an affront to everything they stood for. The thought of not being able to retaliate against such slander filled them with a deep sense of shame and helplessness. Even the two clan elders who stopped Feng Chen from getting angry earlier were on the verge of slapping Elder Zhou. On the other hand, the three major families were full of joy. With this incident, Feng Chen has completely lost his face. Thank you, Feng Head, for your understanding. Elder Xian said happily. Although he could see anger among the Feng Clan, it didn't matter to him as long as his mission was completed. We understand that today's request is quite disrespectful. Therefore, we brought you something as a reparation gift. Please accept it as an apology from our side. Elder Xian said as he signaled Elder Zhou to take out the gift. Elder Zhou touched a ring on his hand, and suddenly a jade box appeared in his hand. Carefully opening the box, a fragrance swept through the entire main hall. Anyone who smelled it knew that the contents of the box were high-rank pills. This is 3 Elements Essence Pill. Yan Jianhong, who had seen the same pill at the capital, shouted. The crowd all exclaimed. The people from the other clans, including the major families, looked at Feng Chen with jealousy. The 3 Elements Essence Pill was extremely precious and rare. It was the 5th rank pill that can propel cultivators from the Grand Qi Condensation realm to the 3 Elements Divine realm. In the Misty Vale City, even 3rd rank pills were extremely rare and precious, not to mention 5th rank pills. Many people have not even heard of such pills. With this pill, it was almost guaranteed that Feng Chen, who is thought to be at the peak of the Grand Qi Condensation realm, would advance to the 3 Elements Divine realm. The Zhao, Lui, and Yan family members once again had a change of mood. Their joy was short-lived as they thought about Feng Chen advancing to the 3 Element Divine realm. So, even if the Feng Clan has no support from the Ling family, Feng Chen alone could defend against them. Feng Chen coldly looked at the three elements essence pill in the box and smiled disdainfully. It might have been considered precious previously by Feng Chen, but with the system, he has already gotten so many pills including 5th rank pills. Moreover, he can clearly see that the pills that they brought out were of low quality. There might even be side effects if one were to consume such low-quality pills. Feng Head, how is it? Elder Zhou asked disdainfully, confidently thinking that he already knew the answer. Humph. These people from remote areas wouldn't know the difference between high-quality and low-quality pills of such ranks. Elder Zhou thought happily. He had swapped the pill earlier, convinced that Feng Chen wouldn't notice. He planned to return to the sect and use this pill to ascend to the three-element divine realm. Just thinking about reaching the three-element divine realm made Elder Zhou smile. Humph. These things, Your Excellency had better take them back. Feng Chen flung his sleeve robe and was about to send off his guests when a clear and incomparable voice suddenly came out. My brother is right, these things, you'd better take them back. The voice was calm yet filled with authority, drawing every eye in the room. The source of the voice was a young man who strode into the hall with an imposing presence. Despite being young, he carried himself with an air of self-assuredness that commanded respect. The young man was none other than Feng Yun himself. He stood tall, his demeanor confident and his eyes sharp. You wouldn't believe that he is the trash of Feng Clan with the way he carries himself. Yun. Feng Chen called out. Feng Chen thought that he would resolve this problem without involving his brother, but it seems like fate. Moreover, he found his little brother's behavior to be weird. At other times, no matter what is said to him, he would keep quiet and just endure. There was also a hint of him being cowards, although Feng Chen knew that wasn't truly the case. However, right now, Feng Yun was boldly retaliating against the mystic flame elder, which is unlike his previous self. Brother Yun. Feng Mei immediately rushed towards Yun. It seemed like she didn't care who was watching, or what was happening, as she happily ran towards Yun. Second young master. The other Feng member respectfully bowed when Feng Yun came, and addressed him as the second young master. You are Feng Yun? Ling Meiyu asked in a disdainful manner. Although engaged, it was the first time that she had seen this fiancé of hers. Although Feng Yun was quite handsome and quite eye-catching to Ling Meiyu. However, to Ling Meiyu, looks were secondary. Only by having sufficient talent and strength could anyone capture her heart. Feng family's Feng Yun, meet Miss Ling Meiyu. Feng Yun spoke indifferently. Although Ling Meiyu stood before him, who is considered one of the most attractive girls in the entire Azure Sky Empire, Feng Yun just gave a formal greeting and looked indifferent. This was the first for Ling Meiyu, who is used to men fawning over her. Even other peerless geniuses of the first-rate sect undoubtedly give a second glance to her. But Feng Yun just greeted her and immediately turned to Feng Chen. He wasn't even interested in being greeted back. Brother, this engagement, I don't want it. A single sentence stunned everyone present. Many people including the elders from Mystic Flame sect couldn't see through Feng Yun. They are unable to discern whether Feng Yun's words are true, or if it is just said to reap more benefit from them. Though on the other hand, many people felt that Feng Yun was acting tough and trying to save face. Humph. This Feng Yun is a bit smart. He knows that his engagement will definitely be broken. So he is trying to be arrogant and save face. What smart? It is a dumb decision. Whether it will earn them some face or not known, but what is known is that it will definitely antagonize Mystic Flame sect. Better for us. This Feng Yun doesn't really know his place. No matter what, the news of the Feng family being withdrawn from the marriage will spread throughout Misty Vale City. Zhao Lu and Yen discussed, and they didn't mince their words to show mockery to the Feng Clan. Feng Chen also just listened to Feng Yun. He didn't expect Feng Yun to make such a big statement. It seems like this kid has undergone some changes. Feng Chen thought happily. Then he looked at the people from Mystic Flame sect who seemed to be equally surprised by Feng Yun. On the other hand, Ling Meiyu looked absolutely furious. With her beauty, talent, and background, which men wouldn't want to marry her. Now, some trash for a small clan dare to say that he doesn't want an engagement with her. This sudden turn of events made her think that she was in a dream or something. Miss Ling, I can understand if you come to withdraw from the marriage. After all, I am a known trash who couldn't even reach the mid-stage of the Qi-gathering realm. I don't really deserve you. Feng Yun continued, but you shouldn't have done this in public. I don't really care about being embarrassed, but my brother. He's the clan leader. If we accept your request today, then how do you expect him to rule over the Feng Clan? How will Feng Clan keep a foothold in Misty Vale City? Feng Yun said as he stared at Ling Meiyu with hatred. Feng Yun was very angry, not because he was being publicly humiliated but because of the insult that his brother had to endure because of this. Looking at the furious young man, Ling Meiyu's brows furrowed. She peeked at Feng Chen at the end of the hall. From previous conversations and her father's attitude, she knows that Feng's family and her father were very close. Feng Chen also showed great concern about her father when she mentioned his condition. Seeing that, she felt slightly sorry for her actions and bit her lips. Don't you know that today is my brother's 30th birthday? Your father and my father are sworn brothers. Is this how you show respect to your own father, Ling Jian, by treating his sworn brother's family with such disregard? Feng Yun continued. Kid, you seek death. One of the Mystic Flame sect who was in peak core formation stage shouted as he lunged forward to attack Feng Yun. Unbridled. With a powerful sweep of his hand, a surge of energy erupted from Feng Chen, striking the Mystic Flame sect member. The force of the impact sent the man flying across the room, crashing into the wall with a resounding thud. Feng Chen's eyes blazed with authority as he turned to face the remaining members of the Mystic Flame sect. This is Feng's territory. Watch your behavior. Feng Chen said arrogantly, seemingly giving no face to even the number 1 sect of Azure Sky Empire. The other disciple of the Mystic Flame sect was clearly provoked by Feng Chen's actions and arrogance. They were ready to go and fight with Feng Chen, however, they were all stopped by Elder Xian. After all, there were eyes all around, and it was their disciple who attacked first. Ling Meiyu also didn't seem to think much about Feng Chen slapping that disciple. More importantly, she was thinking about what Feng Yun said to her. Indeed, she was disrespecting Feng Chen by withdrawing from the marriage on his birthday. Today's request, it's a little reckless on my part. So today, I will temporarily take back my request to release my marriage. But you must promise me something. What promise? I can delay today's request for 3 years. 3 years from now is when the Azure Skies Dragon and Phoenix rankings are set. I'll be waiting for you. If you can beat this young lady will serve you as a slave and a servant girl, but if you lose, you'll proceed to this young lady's withdrawal. Ling Meiyu said. It was the biggest concession that she could make. She had already made up her mind to break off her engagement. It was only because of her father's relationship that she was ready to delay this. The guest's interest perked up again at the mention of Dragon and Phoenix ranking. It was a competition to see the greatest genius of the Azure Sky Empire, every 3 years. The requirement for entering this competition was to be at least the core formation stage, and the age should be below 20 years. In the recent Dragon and Phoenix ranking, the top 10 were all in the 3-element divine realm. That means that those geniuses were already stronger than the strongest person in Misty Vale City, or so many thought. Good. I promise. Feng Yun didn't hesitate and directly accepted her challenge. It's good that you have accepted. Just a quick reminder that if you don't reach the core formation stage in 3 years, then you don't even qualify to participate. By then, I hope that you prepare the contract to release our marriage. Looking at the arrogant face of Ling Meiyu, Feng Yun smiled disdainfully. Humph. It won't take 3 years. Even if you were begging me to take you as my wife, I wouldn't agree. After saying that, Feng Yun ignored the stunned face of Ling Meiyu and turned around. Quickly walking forward to a table, he took out a paper and started to write. Suddenly, Feng Yun's hand reached for a sword and pointed the sharp blade at his left hand. As soon as readied the sword, he firmly drew blood from his left hand. His bloodied hand pressed down on the white paper, leaving a glaring red mark. Lightly picked up the contract, and then he smashed the contract on the table in front of Ling Meiyu. Don't you dare think that I, Feng Yun, am interested in someone like you. Today it's not you, Ling Meiyu, withdrawing from the engagement. It's me, Feng Yun, repudiating you. I am divorcing you today. Damn. That's a protagonist line. Feng Chen thought to himself. He thought, perhaps, but now he was almost sure that his younger brother had a template of a main character. Which webnovel readers don't know about this bloody plot of a fiancé withdrawing from marriage when the main character was at his lowest, only for that main character to defeat his fiancé in the future. And Feng Yun just delivered some badass line, which was totally something that those main characters use. Looks like the change that I sensed in Feng Yun was not just a mere illusion that I felt, but it might be that he already got his golden finger. Feng Chen concluded. Feng Chen then proceeded to guess just what kind of golden finger his younger brother might have gotten. It shouldn't be a system that will collide with my own golden finger. Then could it be an old man residing in a ring? Or maybe he remembers his previous life. Or traveling back in time. Or some supreme treasure that could make him stronger. Whatever the case might be, it should be good for Feng Yun. Outside Feng Chen's thoughts, the bloody plot was still happening. Why you? You dare divorce me? Looking at the bloody contract on the table, Ling Meiyu's eyes opened wide in disbelief. How can she, who is the princess of the Ling family and Mystic Flame sect little sect leader, be humiliated like this? Even in her wildest thoughts, she never expected something like this to happen. Asterisk clap. Asterisk clap. Good. Worthy of being a member of my Feng. Feng Chen exclaimed while applauding. Unlike what others would do, Feng Chen didn't get angry at Feng Yun, instead was very happy. This confused many of the guests. They thought that these two brothers were hell-bent on offending the Mystic Flame sect. One was insulting the little sect leader of Mystic Flame sect, and another was praising him instead of reprimanding him. Truly, brothers from the same mother, impossible to predict. Feng Yun was also a little surprised by his brother's behavior, but was happy that his brother supported him. Not bad at all. It seems the Feng Clan still has a trump card up its sleeve. A voice said to Feng Yun. Senior Mingho, what do you mean? Feng Yun asked confusedly. He. That brother of yours is hiding himself quite well. Pity that he had met me. Senior Mingho said as he looked at Feng Chen curiously. Feng Yun, you don't need to worry about anything. It seems like everything is under your brother's control. Senior Mingho said as his voice disappeared. Feng Yun was still confused by what Senior Mingho said. But he understood that the situation was not very dangerous, and that his brother had some countermeasures against the Mystic Flame sect. Thinking about that, he felt relieved. He then turned his attention back to completing the task he had come here for. And the Feng Clan does not accept the Mystic Flame sect's so-called reparation gift. Such a low-quality pill is an insult to my clan and to myself. The crowd murmured in astonishment. The three major families, Zhao, Lu, and Yan, watched with interest, their earlier glee replaced by surprise and curiosity. They truly didn't expect Feng Yun to be so bold as to divorce Ling Meiyu. With this, not only is their relationship with the Ling family and Mystic Flame sect broken, but it has turned sour. It is still unknown whether the Feng Clan will see tomorrow's sun after offending the Mystic Flame sect. Elder Zhou's face darkened with irritation. Boy, you should take what is given. Don't refuse a toast only to drink a forfeit. How could the pills be returned? If they are, I won't be able to claim the genuine pill. Elder Zhou thought, frustrated that his plan was being thwarted. He didn't care much about the divorce itself, his concern was securing the pill. Humph. Such a low-quality pill could damage the meridians of my brother and might even cripple my brother's cultivation. You can take this pill yourself. Feng Yun retorted. Senior Mingho had already assessed the pill in Elder Zhou's hand as a failed product. It wouldn't help anyone advance from the Grand Qi condensation realm to the three elements divine realm, it could even cause serious injury. This is one of the reasons why Feng Yun was so angry. Not only do they want to humiliate me and my clan, but they also plan to harm my brother. Such vicious people. I will never forgive them. Feng Yun vowed. You have quite the nerve. Did you say that the pill refined by Pill King is of low quality? Elder Zhou's anger flared. He was baffled by how Feng Yun could discern the pill's poor quality, but was determined to prevent others from discovering it. I must deliver this pill to them, no matter what. Pill King. Did he refine that pill? Damn. Wish it was me who received that pill. Feng Chen is too lucky. How dare a junior slander someone like Pill King? This Feng Yun truly doesn't understand his place. The guests once again became excited when they heard the name Pill King. Who was Pill King? It was the greatest alchemist of the Azure Sky Empire, who is the one and only sixth-ranked alchemist. Even the strongest cultivator and sect has to show respect to this individual. Do you think you can slander the Mystic Flame sect and come out unscathed? Elder Zhou growled as he lunged towards Feng Yun. Bold. Feng Chen said as he noticed what Elder Zhou was trying to do. Swish. With a swift motion, Feng Chen stepped in front of Feng Yun. Humph. Do you think that you can stop me just because we are in the same realm? Today I am going to show you what it means to offend Mystic Flame sect. Elder Zhou said as he showed no sign of stopping. Despite being in the same realm, he believed that he was stronger as he had learned many strong techniques from the Mystic Flame sect. Zhao, Lu, and Yan's family couldn't be happier seeing Elder Zhou take action. They believed that after today, Feng Chen would be crippled, leaving the Feng Clan helpless. Elder Xian also didn't stop Elder Zhou. He just thought that he would help if Elder Zhou went overboard to save face. As for Ling Meiyu, she was panicking a bit. She just wanted to withdraw from her engagement, and never wanted to harm the Feng Clan. Alas, everything was too late for her to stop. Truly a villain who overestimates himself. Listening to Elder Zhou's words, Feng Chen couldn't help but smirk. Just because a tiger is sleeping doesn't mean it's a kitten. Brother. Feng Yun called out, his voice full of worries. Yun, don't move. Feng Yun nodded his head. He was concerned about his brother, but looking at the confidence his brother exuded, he knew that his brother could handle it. As Elder Zhou's attack came crashing toward him, it was met head-on by Feng Chen's energy. The two forces collided in a dazzling display of light and power, but Feng Chen's wave absorbed Elder Zhou's strike with effortless ease. The spectators gasped, their earlier glee replaced by disbelief. They had underestimated Feng Chen's strength. The three major families exchanged worried glances, realizing that the Feng Clan was far from being a pushover. Feng Chen's gaze remained fixed on Elder Zhou, a smirk playing at the corners of his lips. You see, Elder Zhou, I already said that this is Feng's territory, and one must watch their behavior. Perhaps I was not very clear earlier. Elder Zhou's eyes widened in shock and anger. He had expected an easy victory, but Feng Chen effortlessly dissipated his attack. You're stronger than I anticipated. Indeed, Feng Chen said, stepping forward. And it is not wise to provoke someone stronger than you. Feng Chen's aura flared, a powerful energy that seemed to radiate an air of invincibility. He had held back until now, but it was clear that he had to show some of his power to let others know that Feng Clan is not something that anyone can offend. With a decisive step forward, Feng Chen channeled a tremendous wave of energy, his aura flaring intensely. Elder Zhou, his instincts screaming of impending peril, threw up a desperate defense to intercept the attack. However, the effort proved futile. Feng Chen's strike carried a force far beyond Elder Zhou's expectations, slicing through his defenses like they were mere paper. No! Elder Zhou screamed in horror. Asterisk bang. The impact was cataclysmic, hurling Elder Zhou backward with such force that he slammed into the ground with a resounding thud, his body skidding several feet before coming to a halt. On the other hand, Feng Chen stood unwavering, his gaze cold and resolute. Today's battle was only the beginning. The crowd fell silent, stunned by the sheer display of power from Feng Chen. They looked at Elder Zhou, who was lying on the ground, and then to Feng Chen, who stood nonchalantly. They still couldn't believe their eyes. One move. It only took one move from Feng Chen to knock out one of the elders from the Mystic Flame sect. Where was the arrogance now? Where were the dire consequences of offending the Mystic Flame sect? Was this it? Elder Zhou lay sprawled on the ground, his once proud and imposing figure reduced to a pitiful sight. His robes, now disheveled and stained with dirt, clung to his form in a way that highlighted his defeat. Who knew that there was such a vast difference in their power? Though they expected it to be the other way around. Zhao, Lu, and Yan's families were even more terrified. They were only wary of the Ling family, who might help the Feng Clan. Even if Feng Chen was at the peak of Grand Qi condensation, they thought that he alone couldn't stop the forces of three major families combined. But Feng Chen proved them wrong with one move. Their earlier mockery was instantly turned into dread. Feng Chen was someone that they should never mess with. Too powerful. No wonder he was called invincible below Grand Qi condensation 10 years ago. Feng head is hiding too deep. With such power, who dares go against the Feng Clan in the future? Because Feng Chen had been keeping a low profile these days, they forgot how powerful he was. Although Feng Chen never considered himself a genius, he was undoubtedly the most talented person born in Misty Vale City in 1,000 years. Are you all right? Feng Chen asked Feng Yun. Feng Yun nodded, his respect for his elder brother growing even more. Feng Yun thought that everything was really under his brother's control, just like Senior Mingho said. I'm fine, thanks to you. Feng Chen smiled, then turned to look at the Mystic Flame sect members, his expression turning grim. The people of the Mystic Flame sect looked anything but good. Some were confused by what had happened, others visibly shaken by the overwhelming power they had just witnessed. They had come to intimidate the Feng Clan, but now they were the ones feeling the weight of fear and uncertainty. Elder Xian, in particular, looked gloomy. He had never expected Zhou to lose to Feng Chen, at least not in such a manner. If this matter reached the ears of the upper echelons of the Mystic Flame sect, he would be severely punished for not managing the situation well. Damn it! Elder Xian stepped forward, his face showing a mix of frustration and a desire to maintain dignity. Feng Clan leader, there was no need to be so heavy-handed. Feng Chen's gaze was unwavering as he responded, I warned you before that this is Feng territory. This is not a Mystic Flame sect playground, where you can act as you please and expect no consequences. Feng Chen didn't see any need to hold back his words since his and the Mystic Flame sect's relationship was already ruined. And I have already given your Mystic Flame sect enough face. Otherwise, your Elder Zhou would be dead. Feng Chen's tone was cold and threatening, a clear warning to Mystic Flame sect and other hostile guests present there. Elder Xian's eyes narrowed, clearly taken aback by Feng Chen's directness. It seemed they had to suffer some loss today. If you have nothing more to say, then you can leave. Feng Chen said in a commanding tone. Who would have expected a family head of such a small clan to take on such an attitude against the Mystic Flame sect's elders? Elder Xian stared at Feng Chen for a while, but was helpless to do anything. Humph. We will take our leave for now. But remember, the Mystic Flame sect will not forget this easily. Elder Xian said as he angrily stormed off. Ling Meiyu on the other hand was eerily quiet as she followed behind. The other disciples soon followed, with some carrying the unconscious Elder Zhou. The atmosphere at Feng Mansion was silent after people from the Mystic Flame sect left. Ha. Sorry everyone that you had to see something like this. Feng Chen said in an apologetic tone. No need to worry, Patriarch Feng, one of the guests quickly replied, stepping forward with a deep bow. It was our honor to join you on your 30th birthday. What an impressive display of strength. Another guest, eager to show their support, added, indeed. Patriarch Feng's prowess is truly remarkable. Worthy of being the strongest person in Misty Vale City. I agree, said a third guest, their tone filled with admiration. The way you handled the situation was nothing short of exceptional. The Patriarch Feng's reputation is deserved. The guests quickly came to flatter Feng Chen. With the power he displayed, many first- and second-rated clans wanted to leave a good impression on him. While some were unsure whether to befriend the Feng Clan or not, true that Feng Chen might be the strongest person in Misty Vale City, but he had offended the #1 sect of Azure Sky Empire. Befriending the Feng Clan could lead to being implicated by the Mystic Flame sect. So while some were gambling on the Feng Clan, others chose to play it safe by not getting involved. In any case, everyone present didn't want to be enemies with the Feng Clan. Even if they couldn't be friends, they definitely couldn't afford to be their enemies. The Zhao, Lu, and Yen families' moods turned sour as they saw that the Feng Clan's reputation had not been ruined by the marriage withdrawal, but had risen due to Feng Chen's display of power. Humph! Feng Chen, don't be so happy. Only time will tell whether you have made a good decision or not. Offending Elder Zhou, they can only end up dead. Elder Zhou is particularly known for his petty heart. He will definitely not spare the Feng Clan. Till then, the Feng Clan can enjoy as much as they want. The three families left the Feng mansion. They needed to change their initial plan and prepare a new one. They thought they could take down the Feng Clan easily without the Ling family's support, but Feng Chen proved them wrong. It was best for them to wait until they were sure they could take care of Feng Chen. Impressive as always, Patriarch Feng. I look forward to our next encounter. Patriarch Feng, it has been an honor to witness your strength today. I shall take my leave too. Feng Chen nodded in acknowledgement, accepting their praises with a calm demeanor. Thank you for your kind words. I hope you all enjoyed the banquet. As the guests continued to offer their compliments and gradually took their leave, Feng Chen's attention turned to his system, already wanting to check the system store. However, he still has to wait a bit. He turned to Feng Yun, who stood by his side, still visibly impressed by his elder brother's power. Feng Yun, make sure our guests are seen off properly, Feng Chen instructed. Feng Yun nodded. Of course, elder brother. Once the guests had left, Feng Chen turned and gestured to one of the clan's attendants. Summon all the elders and geniuses of the clan to the main hall. Understood, family head. The attendant bowed and quickly hurried off to carry out the order. Feng Chen walked towards the main hall, his mind occupied with the system store. System, open the system store. Feng Chen said excitedly. Instantly, a translucent interface materialized before him. There were two sections under the system store. One was called the main store and another was called the time-limited store. Feng Chen tapped on the main store first. The interface revealed an extensive collection of items, ranging from rare cultivation techniques and powerful artifacts to a variety of elixirs and treasures. Each item was priced in system points, with costs varying based on their rarity and usefulness. Feng Chen began scrolling down the techniques which, by the way, started with Earth-grade techniques. Looks like the system has a high standard and doesn't even consider mortal grade as a technique worth keeping. Wow! So many Earth-grade techniques and most of them just cost 10,000 system points. Feng Chen was surprised by how cheap it was. Currently, he has 267,000 system points, which means that he is able to at least buy 20 Earth-grade technique. In his 30 years, he was only able to obtain one Earth-grade technique, and now he can buy 20. Just what was I doing previously? Feng Chen pondered. Not able to contain himself, he quickly scolded to check whether there were saint-grade techniques or not. Unable to contain his excitement, he quickly scrolled through the system store to see if there were saint-grade techniques available. Saint-grade techniques. Just 200,000 system points. Feng Chen was floored. He was already sky-high because he had gotten a saint-grade technique, and system had to make him realize once again how limited his perspective is. Your MPYR source. Then what about divine grade techniques? Feng Chen quickly scrolled to check whether there were divine grade techniques in the system. Divine grade. It was something that he didn't even dare to dream about. But now with the arrival of system, there was a chance that he could also obtain it. Soon, he came across the divine grade techniques. As he found the list of divine grade techniques, his eyes widened in awe. He expected, but still seeing the list of divine grade techniques, Feng Chen can't help but be excited. 5 million system points. Indeed, even with a system, getting divine grade technique isn't easy. Though he couldn't afford any divine grade techniques yet, he was thrilled by the prospect of obtaining one in the future. Feng Chen continued to browse, eyes widening at the range of items available. There were pills of every rank, from the first rank to the 10th rank. It was truly an eye-opening moment for Feng Chen. Although he couldn't afford pills of the 7th rank and above, he could still buy 6th rank pills for 100,000 system points. Not only that, there were many other things beyond Feng Chen's imagination, like fruits capable of fundamentally transforming a person's physique, treasures that could help with getting sword insight, and many more. There should be something that can also awaken Feng Mei's physique here, right? Feng Chen mused. Although he didn't search for it extensively due to time constraints and budget, the thought lingered in his mind. Next, he checked the artifacts, which were categorized similarly to the techniques: mortal grade, earth grade, heaven grade, saint grade, and divine grade. The system had everything except mortal grade. Looks like I need to manage my system points wisely. Previously, Feng Chen didn't know what system points could do. That's why he wasn't excited when getting system points as compared to pills and technique. But now he knows its worth, and he knows that he has to spend it wisely. In times of crisis, having enough system points might even save his life. Looks like I need to work harder and make the Feng Clan stronger as fast as possible. He recalled the quest offering 100,000 system points for elevating the Feng Clan to the strongest in Misty Vale City. Leaving the main store behind, Feng Chen moved to the time-limited store. In this section, there were only 10 items, each with a countdown timer. System, what is this? Feng Chen asked, puzzled. Host, the time-limited section offers exclusive items that are available for a short duration. Once the timer runs out, these items will be replaced with new ones. It's an opportunity to obtain rare treasures that might not be even available in the main store, many of which are also discounted. Make sure you don't miss out on a great deal. Excitement surged through Feng Chen. With system points being so precious, securing items at discounted rates would be incredibly beneficial. Feng Chen browsed through the time-limited section excitedly, but a few minutes later, disappointment set in. Although there were many precious treasures with discounted prices, they were still beyond what he could afford. And the items within his budget weren't what he needed at the moment. At least I got something for a good price. Feng Chen muttered, looking at the item he had purchased from the time-limited store. It was a sword insight elixir, a rare concoction that promised to enhance his understanding and mastery of sword techniques. I'll use it later. I still have a meeting with the clan elders. Meanwhile, the atmosphere in the Feng mansion was filled with joy and excitement. The younger members were still buzzing about the moment Feng Chen had knocked out Elder Zhou. Did you see our patriarch's power? Even the people from the Mystic Flame sect were terrified after witnessing his power. Haha, those arrogant fools finally learned their lesson. They'll think twice before messing with our Feng clan again. I even wanted to throw some punches at those rude jerks myself. The younger members of the Feng clan gathered, their spirits high and excitement evident in their chatter. Did you see how they looked when Patriarch Feng knocked out Elder Zhou with one move? Priceless. Yeah, it was like watching a hero from the legends. Our Feng clan is unstoppable. I've never been prouder to be part of the Feng clan. We should celebrate our victory. The group of young clan members laughed and exchanged enthusiastic comments, their admiration for Feng Chen, and their newfound sense of security and pride. Today was an emotional roller coaster. One moment, they were happily celebrating Feng Chen's birthday, and the next, the Mystic Flame sect arrived to annul the marriage. Anger surged at the Mystic Flame sect's behavior and the insults they hurled at Feng Chen, but their spirits soared once more after Feng Chen defeated Elder Zhou. Soon, an attendant approached the group of young Feng members. Feng Xiaoyu, Feng Jianhong, and Feng Liang, please proceed to the main hall. The Patriarch has summoned all of you. Understood. The three of them replied as they hurried to the main hall. The other young generation watched as the three strides towards the main hall with envy. They knew why only the three of them were called. They were the strongest members of the younger generation, and they got the privilege of attending important meetings despite being young. After all, when they have grown, they will be the ones managing Feng Clan. Within a short time, the main hall was filled with the key figures of the Feng Clan. The elders took their seats, their faces reflecting a mixture of concern and anticipation. They weren't like those younger generations who only bask in momentary victory. Although they were happy about Feng Chen knocking out Elder Zhou, they also knew the trouble that it would bring. The three geniuses and Feng Yun were also present in the main hall. Feng Yun, as the second young master, indeed had the privilege of being there. The only people missing were Grand Elder, who would mostly spend most of their time cultivating. Unless any major problem were to arise, they wouldn't come out of their ancestral ground and spend most of their time cultivating. It wasn't because they were interested in Feng Clan affairs, but because they knew about the Feng Clan's situation that they were trying their best to break through and provide more help to the Feng Clan. Feng Chen sat in the main seat of the hall, his expression void of worries, even a little excited. He began to speak, his voice steady and authoritative. "What do you think about today's event?" he asked, his gaze sweeping across the gathered individuals. The room fell silent, each elder and clan member contemplating their response. "Nephew, your actions today have undoubtedly sent a powerful message to the Mystic Flame sect and other clans of Misty Vale City. However, we must prepare for their retaliation. Elder Zhou's defeat will not go unanswered." Elder Feng Wei, the most senior of the elders present, said. His voice, though aged, carried a weight of authority and wisdom. Unlike other families, here, most elders prefer calling Feng Chen a nephew. It wasn't due to lack of respect or anything like this, but because Feng Chen felt weird being called clan leader or family head by the elders who used to call him nephew. Therefore, he insisted on being called nephew by his elders, and this also showcased the strong relationship between Feng Chen and his elders. And by Elder Wei's answer, one could guess that the elders weren't planning to blame Feng Chen for what he did. They understood Feng Chen's actions and also believed that Feng Chen wasn't a rash person who would do something like that without a plan. Moreover, our relationship with the Ling family has been severed. So I guess that other major families might be thinking about attacking our clan. Elder Wei added, his face full of worries. Others also nodded to Elder Wei's answer. It was precise to the point without any blame or other nonsense things. "Then how do you think we should handle this situation?" Feng Chen asked. "Nephew, with your power, we might be able to defend ourselves against the other major families. However, it's a different story if we are talking about Elder Zhou and Mystic Flame sect. The Ling family might also get involved." Elder Wei answered again. "So I suggest evacuating our younger generation. Even if we were to die fighting, at least our little ones would be safe," Elder Wei said decisively. Elder Wei and others had gone through so many life and death situations with Feng Clan that they no longer feared death. What they cared about was their next generation, who might be killed before they experienced life. The Feng Clan's younger generation present there, including Feng Yun, was surprised and uncomfortable with Elder Wei's suggestion. Although they understood that Elder Wei's suggestion was meant to save them from their impending enemy, they had no intention of fleeing with their tail tucked in between their legs. Feng Chen nodded his head, acknowledging what Elder Wei said. If he didn't have a system, this might have been the most appropriate action. Though he was already peak of 3 elements divine realm, it was still unknown what Mystic Flame sect might do to avenge their dignity. The moment Feng Chen showed his power, it is most likely that the Mystic Flame sect will also send the Elder of 3 elements divine realm. Even if Feng Chen could beat them once, it wouldn't mean that he could survive against Mystic Flame Sect's second or third wave. With only Feng Chen being powerful, it would have been unlikely that he could have protected the Feng Clan. But it was a different story now. Elder Wei's suggestion is wise. However, we don't need to take that course of action. I don't even consider Elder Zhou a threat, and the Mystic Flame Sect is unlikely to make a move anytime soon. Elder Wei and other participating members were surprised by Feng Chen's words, and also his confident demeanor. Who in the Azure Sky Empire would be calm after offending Mystic Flame Sect and Elder Zhou? Dang. Feng Chen didn't let them guess why he was so confident and directly released his powers in the three elements divine realm. This power is. Nephew, you broke through. The hall buzzed with astonishment as Feng Chen's aura permeated the room. Elders and the three geniuses alike felt the overwhelming pressure, their faces reflecting a mixture of disbelief and awe. Feng Yun was also a bit surprised, though he seemed to have already guessed that his brother was in the three elements divine realm. You could say that. Feng Chen answered vaguely, avoiding a direct lie. In truth, he had broken through years ago and felt guilty about hiding it from the elders. But with his Earth's knowledge, how could he be arrogant and show off his three elements divine realm? He feared the plot of MC attracting stronger villains each time he defeated the weaker villain. Therefore, he had decided to conceal his true cultivation from everyone and only show it if the Feng Clan were to be destroyed. Nephew, this is incredible news. Three elements divine realm. Our Feng Clan finally has someone in the three elements divine realm. Three elements divine realm at age 30, even the geniuses of Mystic Flame Sect might not be able to do that. Your parents would be so proud. Clan leader is invincible. They were overjoyed by the news. Indeed. With nephew's strength, there is no need to worry about the other major families. Elder Wei said, realizing Feng Chen's earlier confidence. Anyways, this is not why I called you all here. I never cared about the other major families anyways. Feng Chen said. He wasn't afraid of other major families previously, and it was more true with the system. Elder Wei, there are some pills in this spatial ring. Please distribute among yourself. Feng Chen said as he threw the spatial ring to Elder Wei. It contained all the pills except for those that could be used by core formation stage and above. Sure, nephew. Elder Wei said, without much change in his expression. However, when he checked the contents of the pills, his eyes widened in surprise. Nephew, this. There are exactly 100 Qi-gathering pills, 100 ethereal spirit pills, 100 foundation establishment pills, and 100 mystic insight manuals. Feng said. He had exchanged 90 of each pill earlier from the system stores. Those pills were at most second rank, and were pretty cheap in the system store. First-rank pills cost an average of only 10 system points, while second-rank pills were priced at around 100. So even if he had brought all those pills, it only cost around 20,000 system, which was quite cheap considering the value it brought. With these resources, the strength of the Feng Clan would be brought to the next level. The hall fell into a stunned silence as Feng Chen's words sunk in. The elders, who had been through countless battles and seen the rise and fall of the Feng Clan, could hardly believe their ears. Nephew, are you sure about this? Elder Wei asked, his voice trembling slightly. Although Elder Wei didn't know how Feng Chen got all these resources, he knew that it would have cost a lot of money. And he knew that it wasn't from clan's budget either, as they don't have that kind of money. Yes, Elder Wei. Feng Chen replied calmly. With these resources, our younger generation will have the foundation they need to grow stronger. We are no longer in a position where everything is dependent on me. I need other Feng Clan members to also be stronger. The elders exchanged glances, their expressions a mix of sadness and excitement. They know how much sacrifices Feng Chen made, and is willing to make. Even now, those pills might be ineffective to Feng Chen, but he could sell them for a hefty price or exchange for higher-ranked pills. They knew that if it weren't for the Feng Clan holding him back, Feng Chen would have become even stronger. Alas, they weren't capable of nurturing such genius and burdened him with Clan's problem. Elder Wei, Feng Chen continued, there's no need to hold back the pills. Distribute them today, and if anyone makes a breakthrough, let them know I will reward them generously. Feng Chen said. This was so that it could motivate the younger generation of Feng Clan to work harder. Understood, nephew. Elder Wei said excitedly, nodding firmly. Feng Chen then turned his attention to the three geniuses. Feng Xiaoyu, Feng Jianhong, and Feng Liang. You three have shown great potential. He reached into his spatial ring and retrieved a small, ornate box. Opening it, he revealed three shimmering pills, each exuding a faint, otherworldly glow. These are marrow-cleansing pills. They will purify your bones and enhance your cultivation potential. Use them wisely. The hall fell into a stunned silence. The elders, who had seen countless treasures and resources in their time, were taken aback by the sight of the marrow-cleansing pills. Such rare and valuable items were almost unheard of in the Feng Clan, and the fact that Feng Chen was giving them to the younger generation left them speechless. Marrow-cleansing pills. Elder Wei gasped, his eyes wide with disbelief. Although marrow-cleansing pills were fourth-rank pills, it was so rare and hard to create that most people wouldn't even exchange them for fifth-ranked pills. These three pills could be considered at least 10 times more valuable than all the pills in Elder Wei's hands. Where did nephew get all these treasures? Could it be that he stole the imperial family's treasure? Elders thought to themselves. Feng Xiaoyu, Feng Jianhong, and Feng Liang stepped forward, their eyes wide with awe and gratitude. They each accepted a pill with both hands, bowing deeply to Feng Chen. Thank you, clan leader. We will not disappoint you. Feng Xiaoyu said, her voice filled with determination. Yes, clan leader, Feng Jianhong added. We will strive to become the pillars of the Feng Clan. Feng Liang, the youngest of the three, nodded fervently. We will do our best. Feng Chen smiled warmly. I have no doubt that you will succeed. With these pills and the resources we have, your cultivation will advance swiftly. Dedicate yourself to your training and strive for the highest realms. He also reminded them, don't forget that there's a competition for the younger generation in Misty Vale City. Make sure you're prepared to showcase your newfound strength. Misty Vale City has an annual event where people below 20 years old compete with each other. This was not only the opportunity to win an attractive prize, but also to increase the fame of oneself and their family. However, most of the time, it was just an event where the three major families flexed their strength. The only time when the three major families lost was when Feng Chen competed. It was also when he got the title of Invincible under Grand Qi Condensation Realm. He then turned his attention to one of the elders. Elder Jinhai, please announce that there will be a clan competition for those under the age of 15, and another for those under 20. The prizes will include marrow-cleansing pills and other resources. Elder Jinhai's eyes widened in surprise, but he quickly regained his composure and nodded. Yes, nephew. I will make the announcement immediately. The hall buzzed with excitement. The prospect of a competition, especially with such valuable prizes, was sure to ignite the competitive spirit within the younger generation. Whoever won would see their strength increase several times over with the marrow-cleansing pills, greatly benefiting the Feng Clan. All right, everyone, you may go and cultivate. Feng Yun, stay behind. Everyone left the main hall in excitement, their spirits high and their minds focused on becoming stronger. Brother, why did you ask me to stay? Feng Yun asked, his voice respectful yet curious. Feng Chen motioned for him to sit, and then spoke. Feng Yun, I need you to understand the weight of our situation. The Mystic Flame sect will not take Elder Zhou's defeat lightly. They will retaliate, and they will come for us. Feng Yun nodded, his expression serious. I understand, brother. What do you need me to do? Feng Yun, how confident are you in winning against Ling Meiyu in 3 years? Feng Yun's expression turned solemn as he looked at his elder brother. Although he was much more confident since he now knew why he was cultivating slowly before, and had the help of Senior Mingho, Ling Meiyu was a peerless genius who was already in the Grand Qi Condensation realm. It would be very difficult to reach Grand Qi Condensation realm in 3 years, and who knows what realm Ling Meiyu would be in another 3 years. She may very well reach the 3 elements divine realm. Brother, I know my current abilities are lacking, but I won't let you down. I'll train harder, do whatever it takes to improve, and in 3 years, I will surpass Ling Meiyu. Feng Yun said with determination. Feng Chen nodded. I believe in you, Feng Yun. Unlike before, Feng Chen could sense Feng Yun's confidence. It seems like he has indeed changed. Before, Feng Chen knew that Feng Yun was a very determined person, however, reality knocked him down many times, and he couldn't cultivate properly. Even Feng Chen didn't know what the problem was, and thought that it had something to do with the Feng Yun constitution. After failing again and again, even Feng Yun would lose his confidence, but now, it seems like he had regained his confidence. Feng Chen reached into his spatial ring, and took out a box. Take this. It has a marrow cleansing pill along with other cultivation resources. You don't need to feel disappointed that you didn't get a marrow cleansing pill earlier. As your elder brother, how could I possibly forget about you? Feng Yun accepted the bottle with both hands, his eyes wide with gratitude. Thank you, brother. I will not disappoint you. Feng Chen placed a reassuring hand on his brother's shoulder. I know you won't. Now go back and take it immediately and begin your training. Time is of the essence. And as for retaliation from Mystic Flame Sect and others, you don't need to worry about that. This brother of yours can handle them. Feng Chen said, so as to not make Feng Yun feel guilty about him divorcing Ling Meiyu. I understand, brother. Feng Yun replied. Like Feng Chen noticed Feng Yun's change, Feng Yun also noticed Feng Chen's change. As Feng Yun left the hall to begin his practice, Feng Chen turned his thoughts back to the Mystic Flame Sect. The defeat of Elder Zhou had undoubtedly stirred the hornet's nest, and retaliation was inevitable. He needed to be ready for any eventuality, ensuring the clan's safety and future. As for the Ling family, Feng Chen didn't think that they would do anything before the 3-year promise was completed. In any case, Feng Chen knew that the solution to all problems was getting stronger. As long as he was strong enough, he wouldn't need to worry about these things. Now then, shall I also cultivate? Feng Chen was already at the peak of 3 elements divine realm, which meant that he was just a step away from nascent soul realm. Though the 2 realms are just separated by 1 realm, there was a vast difference between the nascent soul realm and the 3 elements divine realm. While there were thousands of people in the 3 elements divine realm, people in the nascent soul realm were only a handful. If one were to reach nascent soul realm, she could be considered one of the strongest individuals in Azure Sky Empire. Even the imperial family has to give some face to such individuals. MVL_EMPYR Original. Feng Chen returned to his room, contemplating the purchase of a formation from the system to keep his cultivation hidden. He was wary of potential spies sent by his enemies, and knew he needed to hide his true strength to avoid drawing the attention of even more powerful enemies. After browsing through the system store, he found what he was looking for, the Heavenly Veil Formation. Heavenly Veil Formation. Grade 5. Function: enhances cultivation speed by 50%, conceals all activities within the formation, and provides a barrier against external detection. Cost: 50,000 system points. Feng Chen didn't hesitate and immediately brought it. The cost was significant, but the benefits were too great to ignore. He confirmed the purchase and decided right away to set up the formation. A surge of energy enveloped him, as the formation was integrated into his room. He immediately felt the change. The air inside the room became richer with spiritual energy, and a faint, shimmering barrier formed around the space, making it impossible for anyone to sense what was happening inside. Feng Chen smiled, satisfied with his investment. All right. Now I can cultivate without any worries. Sitting cross-legged in the center of the room, Feng Chen began his cultivation. The enhanced energy flow was palpable. His breathing synchronized with the rhythmic pulse of the formation, and he could feel his cultivation base stabilizing and strengthening. The gap between the three elements divine realm and the nascent soul realm seemed a little less daunting now. After cultivating for many hours, Feng Chen felt exhausted, yet his spirits were high with excitement. "It's time to use this," he said, taking out a vial of pure essence fluid. This was the first gift that system gave him as a newbie. Feng Chen uncorked the vial, the clear, shimmering liquid inside catching the faint light of the room. As he held it up, the vial seemed to hum with a subtle energy, a testament to its powerful nature. "This pure essence fluid is exactly what I need," he murmured, his voice filled with anticipation. With a deep breath, Feng Chen brought the vial to his lips and drank the fluid in one smooth motion. Instantly, a warm sensation spread through his body, invigorating every fiber of his being. The liquid was like a torrent of pure, spiritual essence, flowing through his meridians and dantian with incredible speed. Previously, Feng Chen hadn't even heard about pure essence fluid, but through the system, he knew of its effects. First and foremost, it accelerated his cultivation speed, infusing his body with concentrated spiritual energy that would typically take weeks or even months to accumulate. Every breath he took now felt richer, laden with the essence of the world itself. As the fluid worked its magic, it began to purify his meridians and dantian, clearing out any residual impurities and smoothing the flow of energy within him. The once faint blockages in his energy pathways dissolved, making his cultivation more efficient and effective. It was as though his entire system had been cleaned and refreshed. The restoration of vital energy was also one of its features. The exhaustion from hours of cultivating melted away, replaced by a renewed vigor. Feng Chen could feel his strength being replenished, his stamina restored to its peak. Most significantly, the pure essence fluid was aiding in his breakthrough. As his energy surged and the impurities were expelled, the barriers between his current realm and the nascent soul realm seemed to thin. The fluid provided the final push he needed to transcend his limitations and advance to the next level. Feng Chen's physique also benefited from the fluid's effects. His muscles felt more robust, his senses sharper, and his endurance heightened. The pure essence fluid was not just a temporary boost, but a long-lasting enhancement to his overall capabilities. As the vial emptied, Feng Chen's aura began to glow with a brilliant light. The energy within him surged and stabilized, marking a significant step forward in his cultivation journey. His eyes closed as he focused inward, feeling the profound changes coursing through his meridians and dantian. With a determined expression, he whispered to himself, "It's time. This breakthrough is within reach." He gathered the concentrated energy and directed it towards the threshold separating the three elements divine realm from the nascent soul realm. His aura flared, enveloping him in a radiant light as he pushed against the barriers that had held him back. "The gap between realms will no longer stand in my way," he said with resolve. "I am ready to step into the nascent soul realm." As the energy surged, Feng Chen's presence became overwhelming, the room illuminated by the brilliance of his aura. Fortunately, Feng Chen had the foresight to prepare the heavenly veil formation, otherwise, the entire Misty Veil city might have sensed the overwhelming aura he was emitting. The barrier of the three elements divine realm began to crack under pressure, the resistance melting away as Feng Chen's energy surged through. He could feel the transformation beginning, his very essence aligning with the core of the nascent soul realm. With a final, decisive push, Feng Chen released the accumulated energy, and the last vestiges of the barrier gave way. The sensation was like breaking through a dense fog into clear, open skies. As the barriers fell away, Feng Chen's entire being surged with vibrant energy, his aura exploding in a dazzling display of light and power. His eyes snapped open, glowing with an intense brilliance, and a deep, resonant energy thrummed through him. The room vibrated with the newfound strength emanating from his body. With a voice that echoed like a thunderclap, he declared, "I am Feng Chen of the nascent soul realm. Hey, Fuzhen. Did you hear what happened at Feng Clan's banquet yesterday?" "What? Did a war break out between the Feng Clan and the other major families?" "No. But there was something much more interesting. Mystic Flame sect had come to Feng Clan. Mystic Flame Sect. The #1 sect of our empire. Not only that, Mystic Flame Sect's little sect leader actually announced that she was engaged to Feng Chen's younger brother, Feng Yun. What? How can this be possible? Trash marrying a phoenix. It is impossible. Indeed. Miss Ling didn't want to marry that trash, and had come to break off the marriage. Phew. How could that trash deserve Miss Ling? It was the right decision. However, it was Feng Yun who divorced Miss Ling, and made a 3-year promise that he would beat her at Dragon and Phoenix competition. How could Feng Yun be worthy of competing at the Dragon and Phoenix competition? Humph. He might not even survive Mystic Flame Sect retaliation for divorcing. That's where you are wrong. Feng Clan leader had beaten Elder Zhou, who wanted to attack Feng Yun, and had also forced Mystic Flame Sect to leave. Really? Is Feng Clan leader so powerful? News of the Mystic Flame Sect's visit, and the shocking turn of events at the Feng Clan's banquet spread like wildfire. The city buzzed with excitement and speculation, each new piece of gossip feeding into the growing frenzy. The buzz was so intense that neighboring cities quickly caught wind of it. Such news involving the Mystic Flame Sect couldn't be contained, and was likely to reach nearly every corner of the Azure Sky Empire due to their influence. This widespread attention made Elder Zhou's defeat particularly humiliating for the Mystic Flame Sect. The once invincible Mystic Flame Sect had one of their elders beaten up by some remote area's unknown clan leader. Days turned into weeks as the feat of Feng Chen spread further and further throughout the Azure Sky Empire. But what confused the people of Misty Vale City was that instead of showing off, most Feng Clan members, including the younger generations, were cooped up in their territory. Rumors and speculations ran rampant throughout Misty Vale City. People wondered what could possibly keep the Feng Clan members from flexing their strength. Many guessed that it might be due to their fear of retaliation from Mystic Flame Sect, while others thought it might be because they were training for the Misty Vale City's annual Genius competition. Exclusive tales at MVL Emperor. Unbeknownst to the gossiping crowds, Feng Clan members were in no mood to play around with all the resources given by Feng Chen. They were all busy cultivating and trying their best to become stronger. The Feng Clan had just completed an internal competition for members below the ages of 20 and 15. The winners were rewarded with marrow-cleansing pills, earth-grade artifacts, and cultivation pills, just as Feng Chen had promised. Seeing such generous rewards, many of the Feng Clan members looked enviously at the 6 winners, especially those who had come close but ultimately lost. Sensing the disheartened looks of many clan members who missed out, Feng Chen addressed the clan. "Do not be discouraged," he said with a reassuring smile. "There will be many such opportunities in the future with similar or better prizes. So, I hope you all continue to strive to be stronger." His words were met with a wave of renewed determination. The younger members, especially, were invigorated by the promise of future rewards. Feng Chen also added another 100 cultivation pills for Feng Clan, which greatly motivated Feng Clan's younger generation. The atmosphere within the clan shifted from one of quiet cultivation to a fervent drive for improvement. The Feng Clan members returned to their rigorous training schedules with even greater zeal after the competition. Feng Chen also provided guidance, ensuring that everyone was making the most of the resources and knowledge available. Moreover, he also taught the mid-level heaven-grade defense technique, mysterious heaven iron wall, and mid-level heaven-grade movement technique, ghostly shadow mirage, which Feng Chen brought from the system store, along with the high-level heaven-grade sword technique, Heavenly Emperor's Sword. Of course, Feng Chen refrained from going overboard and teaching them saint-grade body refinement techniques, as that would bring disaster to themselves and the Feng Clan if discovered by others. Moreover, they were too weak to grasp the technique's essence, making it a waste of time for them to try to master a saint-grade technique at their level. It would be best to teach saint-grade technique only after they had reached the 3 elements divine realm, or if they had exceptional comprehending power. Learning the 3 heaven-grade techniques was already a daunting task for most of them. Most members had chosen to focus on one technique and set aside the others for the future. After all, it was much better to master one technique than to just vaguely know 3. Quantity didn't mean much if there was no quality. However, there are always exceptions. Feng Yun, who was previously among the lowest in cultivation, was able to grasp the essence of all three techniques. Feng Yun had always possessed a brilliant mind, and despite his low cultivation level, he managed to master nearly all the techniques he was taught. Many of the Feng Clan elders viewed this as a missed opportunity. Feng Yun had inherited Feng Chen's exceptional comprehension ability, but his innate cultivation talent was less than 10% of his brother's. However, with the aid of the marrow cleansing pill, it seemed that Feng Yun's cultivation talent had been finally awakened. He had been stuck at the mid-level qi gathering stage for years, but within a few days, he had reached the peak of this stage. His progress was even more astonishing than Feng Chen's. If this continues, he was very well on the path of surpassing the cultivation speed of Feng Chen at that age. The 9 clan members who received the marrow cleansing pill were also showing good progress, as they were already on the verge of breaking through only days after taking the pills. With such remarkable developments, the Feng Clan members, particularly the younger generation, were feeling a surge of competitive spirit. A month passed by in a blink of an eye. The Misty Vale City was in a festive mood since today was the day of the annual Genius Competition. This is the event that has been hosted by the Wang family ever since its establishment. It was not because the Wang family was the strongest, but because of their connection with the imperial family. The Wang family never participated in the power struggle in Misty Vale City, and was kept by the imperial family to keep an eye on Misty Vale City. They were like police assigned by the royal family just in case something happened to Misty Vale City. That's why there was no opposition from others and also less chance of corruption. The atmosphere in Misty Vale City was electric, as the day of the annual Genius Competition finally arrived. The city, usually bustling with daily activities, was now thrumming with anticipation. Colorful banners and flags adorned the streets, and the sound of excited chatter filled the air as people from all corners of the region gathered to witness the event. Tea houses and restaurants were packed to the brim with patrons eagerly discussing the upcoming competition. In the largest tea house near the city square, a group of cultivators sat around a low table, sipping fragrant tea as they speculated on the potential winners. The clinking of teacups and the murmur of conversation created a lively ambience, while the staff busily moved about, ensuring everyone was well served. The Feng Clan has been rather quiet lately, one elderly man mused, stroking his long, white beard. However, that is expected as their younger generation is lackluster compared to Feng Chen. They should be trying their best to get stronger to avoid getting humiliated. Indeed, another patron chimed in. Feng Clan had always been the last out of the other major families. I think it will be Zhao Tianming. He was already at the foundation establishment since he was 15. I think that he must have reached late, or reached the peak of the foundation establishment stage. But I think it will be Lui Zhenhai. Although his cultivation is a bit lower than Zhao Tianming, his grasp of the spear technique of the Lui family surpasses that of Zhao Tianming. Yan Zhihao and Wang Roshue aren't bad either. Meanwhile, a few tables over, a group of merchants were engrossed in a different kind of discussion, betting. One of the merchants, a stout man with a gleaming bald head, was laying out a makeshift betting board on the table, with names of prominent clans and their representatives written in neat rows. Place your bets, he called out to the crowd. Who do you think will emerge as the champion this year? The Wang clan, the Zhao clan, or perhaps a dark horse from the smaller families? All odds are fair. Coins and spirit stones were exchanged as bets were placed, the excitement in the room palpable. The betting board quickly filled up with wagers, and the stout merchant grinned as the pile of coins grew. Outside, stalls selling everything from artifacts to rare herbs had sprung up along the main roads leading to the competition grounds. The scent of roasting meat and sweet pastries wafted through the air, drawing crowds of spectators who had traveled from afar to attend the event. Children ran through the streets, waving small flags and cheering for their favorite clans, while cultivators of various levels and backgrounds mingled, exchanging news and gossip. The atmosphere was one of celebration and fierce anticipation, as everyone awaited the start of the competition that would determine the brightest talents in Misty Vale City. The festive atmosphere in Misty Vale City only grew more intense as the sun climbed higher in the sky. The competition grounds, located in a vast open field on the outskirts of the city, were already packed with spectators. Rows of elevated seating surrounded the circular arena, which was large enough to accommodate even the most intense battles. At the center of the arena, a grand stage made of reinforced stone was set up, ready to host the fierce duels that would soon take place. The audience was a diverse mix of cultivators, common folk, and dignitaries from neighboring cities. The air buzzed with excitement as people discussed the potential outcomes of the competition, while vendors moved through the crowd, selling refreshments and souvenirs. The 5 major families, Wang, Zhao, Lu, Feng and Yan, each had their own designated areas, where their members sat in dignified silence, watching over the proceedings with keen interest. Among the crowd, whispers and rumors spread like wildfire. Speculation about which family's young talent would rise to the occasion dominated the conversation, with names like Zhao Tianming, Lu Zhenhai, Yan Zhihao, and Wang Roshue being mentioned repeatedly. But there was also a curious anticipation surrounding the Feng Clan, which had remained unusually quiet in the lead-up to the event. Have you heard? They say the Feng Clan has been training in secret, preparing something special for this year's competition, a young man whispered to his companion, his eyes wide with excitement. Could it be that they finally have someone who can stand up to the other clans? His friend replied skeptically. They've always been the weakest of the 5. I'll believe it when I see it. He didn't think that Feng Clan would win because of the past result. As the anticipation for the annual genius competition reached its peak, the grand announcements of the arriving families reverberated across the competition grounds. The sound of trumpets and drums heralded the arrival of each major family, creating a sense of grandeur and importance. The Wang family has arrived. The crowd turned to see a procession of elegantly dressed individuals, led by Wang Yifan, the head of the Wang family. His presence was commanding, and his aura exuded power and authority. Behind him marched the younger generation of the Wang family, each one a promising talent in their own right. Amidst them was Wang Roshue, the young lady of the Wang family, whose beauty blossomed like a delicate flower in the heart of spring. The spectators murmured in admiration as the Wang family took their seats in the VIP section. Zhao Clan has arrived. Zhao Chenxi, the head of Zhao Clan, made a striking entrance. Following him was Zhao Tianming, the prodigy of the clan, who led the younger generation with a confident stride. His sharp eyes and the faint glow of his aura marked him as a force to be reckoned with. The Zhao clan settled into their designated area with the pride of a family that had long dominated the competition. Lu clan has arrived. Lu Yingjie led the Lu clan with a calm demeanor alongside the elders. The younger generation of the Lu clan was led by the formidable Lu Zhenhai. His presence was like that of a silent storm, calm yet powerful. Finally, all eyes turned toward the entrance as the Yan clan arrived. Yan Zhan, the head of the Yan clan, walked with a cunning smile. His every step was deliberate, his gaze focused. The younger generation of the Yan clan followed closely, led by Yan Zhihao, who seemed a bit odd. Ha ha. Yan Zhan, you finally came. I was tired of waiting. Zhao Chenxi said, his smile wide. Today, Zhao Chenxi was in a very good mood. He believed that his son, Zhao Tianming, would win the annual genius competition, which would bring prestige and showcase their strength to the whole Misty Vale city. Sorry. I had something to prepare, which is why I was late. Yan Zhan said with a mischievous smile. He knew that Zhao Chenxi was acting all excited only because his son's strength was the strongest competitor. Today, I will show you all what my Yan family has. However, Yan Zhan was fully prepared and was excited to show Zhao and other families his Yan family's strength. Zhao Chenxi didn't know why Yan Zhan was excited despite being the weakest competitor next to the Feng Clan. Anyway, he didn't dwell on that and was eagerly waiting for the competition to start. Why is the Feng Clan still not here? Lu Yingjie said disdainfully. Could it be that they already gave up? Ha ha. Zhao Chenxi mocked. That would be a wise decision. Apart from Feng Chen, there isn't anyone from Feng Clan worthy enough to compete with us. Yan said angrily. The one who hates the Feng clan the most should be the Yen family. The Yen clan used to be the strongest clan from Misty Vale City, and it all came down because of Feng Chen. In their weakest moment, when the Feng clan had lost their patriarch and his wife, Yen family were the first one to make a move on Feng clan. If they could shallow Feng clan, then their strength would have grown even stronger, and would have become invincible in Misty Vale City. One of the Grand Elder and another elder quickly made a move to make the Feng clan submit, and that's when everything went downhill for the Yen clan. Feng Chen surprised everyone with his mid-level Grand Qi Condensation Realm, and he took the life of Yen clan's Grand Elder and Elder who were in mid-level Grand Qi Condensation Realm, and early-level Grand Qi Condensation Realm respectively. Feng Chen, who was in his 20th, not only reached the Grand Qi Condensation Realm, but was strong enough to take down 2 Grand Qi Condensation Realms at the same time. That is how Feng Chen saved Feng clan from their most desperate time, and claimed his status as their leader. With Feng Chen at its helm, Feng clan didn't lose their position, and other major families were also wary of Feng Chen, and didn't reckless attack Feng clan. They learned from the Yen clan's mistake of underestimating Feng clan, and having 2 of their strongest members dead. In that moment, the Yen clan who was the strongest fell to being one of the weakest. They who originally had 5 Grand Qi Condensation Realms and considered to be the strongest in the Misty Vale City, were pushed to being the weakest, next to the Feng clan. Yeningjie clenched his fist, vowing in his heart to take revenge on Feng Chen. Although he wasn't stupid to fight with Feng Chen who defeated Elder Zhou, he was willing to bet on Yen younger generation to cripple Feng clan's younger generation. The Feng clan arrived. Just when the Yen, Zhao and Louis family were making fun of the Feng clan, they arrived. Feng Chen stood at the front with elders beside him. Following them were the younger generation, which was surprisingly led by Feng Yun. No one expected Feng Yun to make an appearance after the humiliation of his broken engagement. Moreover, how could someone as weak as Feng Yun be qualified to participate in a competition of geniuses, let alone lead one of the 5 major families of Misty Vale City? Feng Chen's presence alone commanded respect, his aura serene yet undeniably powerful. After the incident on his birthday, people's respect for him grew even more. The elders flanking him now wore expressions of unwavering confidence, their gazes unyielding, a stark contrast to the uncertainty they had shown in previous years. But it was Feng Yun, standing at the forefront of the younger generation, that drew the most attention. Is that really Feng Yun? The one who couldn't even protect his engagement? A voice in the crowd whispered, disbelief coloring his tone. Why would the Feng clan allow him to lead? Has the Feng clan truly fallen so far that a trash is allowed to lead their younger generation? Another spectator murmured, his brow furrowed in confusion. However, those who watched closely noticed something different about Feng Yun. Gone was the look of defeat that had once plagued him. In its place was a calm determination, a confident presence just like Feng Chen. Those who had seen Feng Chen participate in the annual genius competition would know the similarity. An unparalleled confidence that he would win. And it wasn't just unfound confidence, as Feng Chen dominated the competition for 3 years until he turned 21. Feng Chen's dominance is well known among his peers, and there was no one among his peers who dared to challenge Feng Chen to date. Yan Zhan's cunning smile faltered for a moment as he narrowed his eyes, trying to gauge the situation. Has Feng clan truly given up, or is there some trick involved? Yan Zhan thought and then glanced at Zhao Chenxi, who seemed equally puzzled. After all, no matter what, they couldn't forget the look of Feng Yun who resembled Feng Chen of that year. The younger generation might not know, but how could those who suffered humiliation for 3 years under Feng Chen not know? That smile has somewhat become a trauma for the Zhao, Louis, and Yan families' older generation. Zhao Tianming, who had been standing with a smug expression, scoffed at the sight of Feng Yun. So the Feng clan is betting on a loser. This will be easier than I thought. His arrogance was on full display. He didn't believe anyone of his generation was his match, much less a trash like Feng Yun. I didn't think a day would come when I had to compete with the well-known trash. Lu Yingjie said disdainfully. He thought that it was disgraceful for him to be in the same competition as Feng Yun, a trash. Wang Yifan, observing from the Wang clan's area, remained silent. His sharp eyes, however, were fixed on Feng Yun. There was something different, something he couldn't quite place, but he knew better than to underestimate the Feng Clan, especially with Feng Chen at its helm. Could it be that the Feng Clan would show something unexpected like that year? Wang Yifan thought. He was always regretful that Feng Yun had refused to join the imperial family. Although Wang Yifan understood Feng Chen's decision and his loyalty to Feng Clan, he always thought it was a big loss for Feng Chen and the imperial family. With the imperial family's resources, he thought that Feng Chen would have soared higher than he is now. Wang Roshue also observed the famous trash whose name has been spreading since his divorce from Ling Meiyu, Feng Yun. Unlike rumor, Feng Yun doesn't seem to be cowardly or weak. Could it be that he was hiding his strength? Wang Roshue thought to herself. She wasn't under any pressure to win as their clan didn't need to do that. However, she was indeed curious about Feng Yun, the alleged ex-fiancé of one of the biggest stars of Azure Sky Empire, Ling Meiyu. As the Feng Clan took their seats, the atmosphere in the arena grew tense. It was clear that no one had anticipated this turn of events, and the speculation among the crowd only intensified. Feng Chen, standing tall and unyielding, looked across the arena at the other families. His gaze was calm, almost indifferent, but there was a subtle excitement in his eyes. Quest: lead the Feng Clan to victory in the annual Genius Competition of Misty Vale City. Rewards: 30,000 system points. Feng Chen was very excited as his system points were running out faster than he anticipated while having not many ways to earn it. Fortunately, he triggered a quest that gave 30,000 system points if Feng Clan could achieve victory in this competition. That's why he was in a very good mood. As the sun reached its zenith, casting a golden light over the arena, the competition announcer stepped forward to begin the proceedings. Welcome, one and all, to the annual Genius Competition of Misty Vale City. The announcer's voice boomed across the field, filled with energy and excitement. Today we will witness the might of our city's greatest young talents. The crowd erupted into cheers, their anticipation reaching a fever pitch. The announcer continued, first, we shall select 20 participants from clans other than the 5 major families. As usual, the initial rounds featured competitors from other clans and families, who would compete to select 20 participants. Afterward, the participants from major families would join the competition along with these 20. Though it might seem advantageous for the 5 major families, the format actually benefits the other clans by giving them a chance to showcase their talents. Typically, participants from the major families are much stronger than those from other clans. If the major families competed from the start, it would limit the opportunities for other clans and independent cultivators to show off. This format was agreed upon by everyone and isn't subject to change unless a collective decision is made. The atmosphere buzzed with excitement as the first round was set to begin. As the first match was announced, the crowd erupted in whispers and murmurs as young geniuses stepped onto the stage. That's Yu of the Huang family, the son of the Huang family head. At the age of 20, he's already at the mid-level of foundation establishment stage. He could very well turn into grand chi condensation in the future. No wonder he has such an aura. So he's the son of the Huang family lord. The crowd discussed as the participants got down to the stage with Huang Yu catching the most eyes. Huang family was the first-rated clan, just below the 5 major clan. Their family lord was at the peak of the core formation stage, just on the verge of breaking through grand chi condensation. If he did, the Huang family might very well be able to compete with 5 major families in the future. In any case, his son caught the eyes of many people since reaching the mid-level foundation establishment stage is something that only the 5 major families' descendants were able to reach. The crowd's excitement grew as they observed Huang Yu, his presence commanding attention on the stage. Along with him were other promising youth who earned quite a bit of fame with their feat, though none of them compared to Huang Yu. The preliminary stage consisted of 20 rounds, with winners advancing to the main event. With nearly 100 participants this year, each round featured 5 competitors. After a lengthy process, the preliminary rounds concluded and 20 participants were chosen. The strongest of them was Huang Yu with his mid-level foundation establishment stage, while the weakest was at the peak of Qi gathering stage. As the last of the preliminary matches concluded, the anticipation in the arena reached its peak. The announcer's voice rang out once more, energizing the crowd. The preliminary rounds have showcased the remarkable talents of our city's finest. Now prepare yourselves for the main event of the annual Genius Competition. Excitement rippled through the audience as they eagerly awaited the clash of the most powerful young cultivators. The stage was set for the real competition to start, and the arena buzzed with excitement, marking the beginning of the clash between the top geniuses. With the top 20 participants chosen, the focus now turned to the main event. The atmosphere crackled with excitement as the spotlight moved to the participants from the major families. One by one, the representatives from the 5 major families made their way toward the stage, their presence commanding immediate respect and attention. Their arrival was marked by a blend of awe and speculation from the crowd. The 5 major families each sent 5 of their young geniuses. Hailing from the Feng Clan were Feng Yun, Feng Xiaoyu, Feng Jianhong, and Feng Liang, and the last participant was Feng Mei. Feng Mei had the highest talent in Feng Clan, and although she wasn't blood-related, Feng Chen couldn't neglect such talent because of that. He also gave her a marrow-cleansing pill, and some cultivation resources. As a result, she went directly from the initial foundation establishment stage to the late foundation establishment stage in 1 month. That also meant that she was now one of the strongest people in Feng Clan's younger generation, surpassing even Feng Liang, who was formerly the strongest person in the younger generation. As expected of exceptional talent, Feng Chen was quite happy with her progress. Feng Yun, Feng Xiaoyu, Feng Jianhong, Feng Liang, and Feng Mei, give it your all out there. Winning isn't everything, but if you do come out on top, this leader has a special reward waiting for you. Feng Chen said. If they won, he would earn system points, and as they were the ones who did all the work, Feng Chen was willing to reward them with something good from the system store. We will not let you down, clan leader. Feng Xiaoyu, Feng Jianhong, Feng Liang, and Feng Mei replied while being excited by what they might get. Feng Yun just nodded at his brother without much change in his expression, but he was also determined. Today was the day that he was going to remove his title as trash. Feng Yun, now among these esteemed competitors, stood with the Feng Clan. His position at the forefront of the younger generation drew considerable attention, particularly given the skepticism surrounding his abilities. Yet, as he walked toward the stage with a calm, resolute demeanor, he seemed to embody a quiet strength that belied the doubts of others. The crowd buzzed with whispers and speculation as the major family participants took their places. With the major family's participants now fully present, the stage was set for an electrifying series of battles. The stage is set and the competitors are ready, the announcer declared. Now, let's draw lots to determine the matchups for the first round. As the participants drew their lots, the crowd's anticipation grew. Once the pairings were finalized, the announcer continued, the first matchup is between Feng Yun and Huang Yu. The crowd erupted into a mixture of gasps and excited murmurs as the matchup was announced. Feng Yun versus Huang Yu, 2 names that carried significant weight in the competition. Huang Yu, representing the Huang family, was considered one of the strongest, and Feng Yun, on the other hand, had the label of being trash. Many thought that this was going to be a one-sided match. Sigh. Looks like Feng Yun is going to be eliminated in the first match. Humph. That's what happens when you abuse your power. Feng Yun, being Feng Chen's brother, must have seized the spot even if he was weak. Now he will get his karma. In any case, it will be the first in the history for a major family's participants to be eliminated by other clans in the first match. Feng Clan is going to be humiliated. No one thought that Feng Yun would win. Even the major family was gloating over Feng Clan's bad luck. Even their descendants would have struggled against Huang Yu. So it was a good thing that it was Feng Clan's participants who met him in the first match. However, unlike them, the Feng Clan was calm, including the juniors, which surprised many people. Humph. This Feng Clan has really good actors. I want to see how calm they are when their second young master gets eliminated in his first match. Yan Zhan said disdainfully. As Feng Yun made his way to the stage, he met Huang Yu's gaze. Huang Yu's expression was full of confidence, a hint of a smirk playing at his lips. It seems like he thinks he got lucky with this matchup. Feng Yun, undeterred, returned the look with a steady and unyielding stare. The stage was set, with both competitors now standing in their respective corners. The referee raised his hand, signaling for the competitors to prepare. The first match of the main event is about to start. Contestants, take your positions. Huang Yu and Feng Yun took their stances, each preparing for the battle ahead. Huang Yu's movements were precise and calculated, while Feng Yun's didn't seem much interested in the fight. Huang Yu perceived that Feng Yun was giving up, and was even more arrogant. The referee's voice cut through the tension. Begin. Instead of launching into combat, Huang Yu smirked and spoke up. Feng Yun, I know who you are. Given that you're younger and weaker than me, it wouldn't be too humiliating if you just surrendered now. Huang Yu's tone was laced with sarcasm. Though there was no direct feud between the Huang and Feng clans, the Huang clan was well aware of their rivals. As the second strongest clan among the 5 major families, the Huang clan had their eyes on the Feng clan's position. Despite the Feng clan being the weakest of the 5 major families, taking them down could pave the way for the Huang clan's rise. However, they knew that challenging the Feng clan's leader, Feng Chen, was beyond their reach until their own leader broke through to the Grand Qi condensation realm. In terms of the younger generation, however, Huang clan members were generally superior to those of the Feng clan. That's why Huang Yu taunted Feng Yun. If Feng Yun surrendered, his reputation as trash and coward would be cemented, while Huang Yu would be seen as merciful. Ha ha ha. Feng Yun, who had remained silent up to this point, suddenly burst into laughter as if he had heard the funniest joke. Huang Yu, save the pretense. If you want me to surrender, you'll have to make me with your sword, Feng Yun said with a grin. Humph. Remember what you said. I gave you a chance but you chose not to take it. Huang Yu wasted no time. He launched into a series of swift, aggressive attacks, his movements a blur of speed and power. Feng Yun, however, dodged every single strike of Huang Yu with ease. Clang! Clang! Huang Yu's attacks were relentless, but Feng Yun's defenses held firm. Huang Yu widened his eyes in surprise as he seemed to realize the truth. Why you? You are also in the mid-level foundation establishment stage. Huang Yu said with horror. Being able to take on his attack head-on, Huang Yu realized that Feng Yun was also in the mid-level foundation establishment stage. As Huang Yu's realization echoed through the arena, the crowd's murmurs swelled into a crescendo of shock and disbelief. Wait, did he just say Feng Yun is at the mid-level foundation establishment stage? Impossible. I thought he was just at the mid-level Qi gathering stage. How can he have advanced so quickly? No wonder he's handling Huang Yu's attacks so easily. This changes everything. Did Feng Yun really improve that much? This is unbelievable. The spectators exchanged astonished glances, their previous doubts about Feng Yun's abilities rapidly evaporating. The buzz of conversation grew louder, a mix of disbelief and excitement spreading through the audience. On the opposite side of the arena, members of the 5 major families were equally shocked by the discovery. With their keen sense, how would they not know the level of strength that Feng Yun was using to defend against Huang Yu's attack? Damn it! How can Feng Yun have such strength? Yan Zhan gritted his teeth, frustration evident in his voice. It was not only because previously Feng Yun was a well-known trash, but also because of his age. Feng Yun, at the age of 16, is at the mid-level foundation stage. Wasn't that comparable to some of the geniuses in the first-rated sect? Zhao and Lu family heads also didn't have good expressions on their faces. They knew what kind of monster Feng Yun would turn out if he were to grow. Feng Chen was a good example. We can't afford to have another Feng Chen in Feng Clan. Both their heads seemed to have the same thought. Feng Chen's face remained calm, but a satisfied glint shone in his eyes. From today, no one will look down on you. Feng Chen thought. It was one thing off his chest. He always felt guilty of not being able to help his brother, but now there was no need to worry about that. His brother was the protagonist. Huang Yu's confidence wavered. He gritted his teeth, unwilling to back down. Even if you've hidden your strength, so what? It won't change the outcome. I'll still defeat you. He surged forward with determination, his sword slashing through the air with incredible speed and precision. But this time, Feng Yun didn't just dodge, he countered. Clang! The sound of their swords clashing rang out across the arena. In that clash, Huang Yu was pushed back more than 5 meters while Feng Yun stood in his initial position. Seeing this, the crowd was shocked. Not only did he reach the mid-level foundation establishment stage, but he also had greater strength than Huang Yu. Who could have thought that the trash of Feng Clan would be hiding such strength? Huang Yu gritted his teeth, and once again started to attack Feng Yu with all his might. He even used his most powerful technique, however, he was unable to make Feng Yu move from his initial position. How is this possible? Huang Yu muttered under his breath, sweat beading on his forehead. I'm one of the strongest of the younger generation. I can't lose here. But the truth was undeniable. Feng Yun's strength was overwhelming, and it was clear to everyone watching that the tides had turned. The so-called trash was anything but. Huang Yu was getting weaker and weaker while Feng Yun had yet to do any attack. It was obvious that Huang Yu would be exhausted before Feng Yun if he continued like this. I think this is enough. Earth-shattering palm. Feng Yun's strike came like a flash of lightning, leaving Huang Yu unable to react. Feng Yun had struck his abdomen. Huang Yu's sword flew from his hand, clattering to the ground several feet away while he, himself collapsed on the ground. The referee, who had been watching the battle with wide eyes, quickly stepped forward. The winner of the first match. Feng Yun of the Feng Clan. The arena erupted into cheers and applause, the crowd's earlier skepticism now replaced with admiration and respect. Feng Yun. Feng Yun. What did I say? Feng Chen's brother couldn't be trash. Liar. When did you say that? Feng Yun. Feng Yun. The chant grew louder and louder as more spectators joined in, their voices blending into a single, unified roar of support. The Feng Clan's members, who had remained composed and confident throughout the battle, now allowed themselves to smile and cheer for their clan members' victory. Unlike others, they already knew Feng Yun's strength. They were also shocked when they first witnessed Feng Yun's power. He was growing unbelievably after the annulment of his engagement. Everybody believed that Feng Yun had awakened his latent talent, but still didn't think much of it. However, it was when the selection of Feng Clan's participants came. Feng Yun shocked everybody, not only with his early-level foundation establishment stage, but also defeating their strongest person, Feng Liang. As the cheers continued to echo through the arena, Feng Yun stood at the center of it all, calm and composed. 16 years. It has been 16 years. Feng Yun was mocked for 16 years because of low cultivation speed. It also allowed the other clans to humiliate Feng Clan, including his own fiancée coming to break off the marriage at his brother's birthday. But now, it is going to be a different story. Feng Yun looked up toward the stands, where his brother Feng Chen stood, watching him with a mixture of pride and emotion. The two brothers locked eyes and for a moment, the noise of the crowd seemed to fade away, leaving only the bond between them. Feng Yun clenched his fist, his heart swelling with determination. He had waited for this moment, endured years of ridicule, and now, he was finally proving himself, not just to the world, but to the brother who had always believed in him. Feng Yun was always encouraged by Feng Chen, and his words. Feng Chen would also say something like he has a main character template, or something which Feng Yun considered it as some nonsense that his brother always spouts. In any case, Feng Yun has never stopped practicing even with the ridicule of many, not because he wants to prove them wrong but to prove his brother right. Brother, this is only the beginning. I will win every battle that comes my way. The Feng Clan will rise again, and I'll make sure of it. Feng Chen's gaze softened, a proud smile tugging at the corners of his lips. This brat doing something like a main character. Feng Chen thought. Feng Chen Gray's then turned serious as he looked at the other major families' stand. After this match, it was guaranteed that they would be wary of Feng Yun. It is okay if they were only wary, but Feng Chen feared that they might take some drastic action against his brother. Huang family, who had previously been full of confidence, was shattered by Feng Yun's overwhelming strength. The once smug expressions on the faces of Huang Yu's supporters had turned to looks of disbelief. The Huang family thought that even though winning the competition might not be easy, getting to the top 5 was no problem for younger master Huang Yu. But he was eliminated in the first match of the main event. Other Huang participants weren't very strong, and they were extremely weak to even get into the top 16. Huang Clan's plan to earn prestige in the annual Genius competition has been destroyed by Feng Yun. The competition continued after that big upset. Competitors fought and most of the major families' participants won, including the Feng Clan. Feng Clan members won with an overwhelming difference, especially Feng Mei. Although her opponent was in the early level foundation establishment stage, she casually defeated her in one move. This Feng Clan is so strong. I can't believe this. The weakest of the 5 major families has so many strong juniors. What weakest? I believe they are the strongest. Feng Clan might win this year's competition. Humph. They are strong all right. However, younger master Zhao Tianming is invincible. The participants from the Feng Clan were indeed overwhelmingly powerful. Although none of their opponents were at Huang Yu's level, they still won their matches almost immediately. However, it was also the same for the aces of other major families. Zhao Tianming and Yan Zhihao had also won their match in a single move. As the competition narrowed to the strongest contenders, the tension in the arena grew palpable, and a single question hung in the air: who would emerge as the true champion of the annual Genius competition? The second round went as expected. Most of the winners were from the 5 major families, and most fights ended pretty quickly. The only fight that was expected to be any good was Feng Yun versus Feng Liang. However, Feng Liang had given up and chose not to fight. As Feng Liang had already lost to Feng Yun previously, he surrendered to avoid revealing Feng Yun's power while also conserving Feng Yun's stamina. Feng Liang wasn't very weak and had a cultivation of late-level foundation establishment stage, but while comparing their understanding of the martial arts technique, he wasn't at Feng Yun's level, which prompted him to be defeated. Since they were of the same clan, it only made sense for the weaker one to give up. Although that was the reason behind this decision, it didn't go well with others. Feng Liang is surrendering. How can he just give up? With his late-level foundation establishment stage, he could have won the match. Feng Yun is strong, but his cultivation is low compared to others. Even if Feng Yun's status is higher than Feng Liang's, Feng Yun should have been the one to surrender. Alas, the Feng Clan is too narrow-minded, and is letting Feng Yun pass just because he is Feng Chen's brother. Tisk. The crowd was disappointed and some were complaining, not knowing the truth. Feng Liang and Feng Yun also didn't bother to explain, as they will know the truth soon. In any case, the result was already set in stone, and Feng Yun was going to the next round without having to fight. Other competitors were happy to know that Feng Liang, who had late-level foundation establishment stage, had surrendered, and instead, it was Feng Yun who advanced to the next round. This included the head of the major families, who thought that it was a stupid move to let Feng Yun advance instead of Feng Liang, who they assumed was Feng Clan's strongest participant. Let the third round begin. The referee soon announced the start of the third round, and the atmosphere in the arena shifted once more. The disappointment from the previous round was still palpable, but now the crowd's focus was on the next round. Even if Feng Yun advances, so what? He would still lose. Although he was a genius for reaching the mid-level foundation establishment stage at the age of 16, it was still not enough to win the annual Genius competition, which had late-level foundation establishment stage. They thought that Feng Chen and Feng Clan would soon get the result of their foolishness. The third round was where the stakes were high, with many of them having similar strength. Many were anticipating this round to be much more exciting than the previous one. And the round lived up to their expectation. The matches were satisfying, with most fighters struggling and having to fight with their full strength. Unlike the previous rounds, the participants were finally bringing trump cards, with many showcasing strength above their level. Next match would be between Feng Mei and Wang Roshue. The referee announced the matchup, which instantly made the crowd perk up. Woo! Finally! I wondered who is stronger between these two beauties. Both are in late-level foundation establishment stage, but Wang Roshue has Wang family's earth-grade technique and artifact. I guess she will win. You can't say that. Feng Mei has yet to show her strength. Maybe she has a trump card. The crowd buzzed with excitement as Feng Mei and Wang Roshue stepped into the arena. Both were known for their exceptional beauty, and although Wang Roshue was older than Feng Mei, both were in the late-level foundation establishment stage. Feng Mei, Wang Roshue began with a smile, her voice calm but brimming with enthusiasm. I am looking forward to this match. It's not often that I get to face someone as talented as you. Feng Mei returned the smile. The feeling is mutual, Wang Roshue. I've heard so much about you. It's an honor to face you. Wang Roshue nodded appreciatively. Since that is the case, I hope you give your all. Wang Roshue, with her elegant composure, drew her sword, a shimmering artifact that radiated power. The sword was a symbol of the Wang family's prestige, a rare earth-grade artifact that had been passed down through generations. Along with her earth-grade technique, the frozen lotus sword art, she was a formidable opponent. Feng Mei also didn't hide her strength as she took out her sword from a storage ring. This was also an earth-grade artifact given by Feng Chen. For the first time since the start of the competition, there was a fight between two late-level foundation establishment stages. Wang Yifan looked at his granddaughter with pride and confidence. Although her opponent was of the same realm as her, Wang Yifan believed that with her granddaughter's skill, she would come on top. Feng Chen was the same. Although both were of the same cultivation level, he was fully confident in Feng Mei, who had exceptional talent and learned heaven-grade technique. As they took their positions, the crowd fell silent, sensing the gravity of the moment. Two exceptional talents, each capable of winning this competition, were going to battle it out. Wang Roshue's sword glinted under the arena's lights as she launched her initial attack, her movements fluid and precise. The sharp edge of her blade seemed to blur as she executed a series of rapid strikes, each aimed at testing Feng Mei's defenses. The crowd watched in awe as Wang Roshue's elegance combined with her lethal skill, made it clear why she was regarded as one of the strongest in the competition. Feng Mei, however, remained calm and composed. With each swing of Wang Roshue's sword, Feng Mei's own blade met it with a soft clang, deflecting the attacks with minimal movement. For several minutes, the two fought with no clear-cut winner. It seems like both of them were of similar strength. That's what made Feng Mei even more incredible. Her talent was regarded by others as being the highest, surpassing even Feng Yun. Although Feng Mei was a bit older than Feng Yun, still her cultivation was higher, and they believed that she was stronger than Feng Yun. This Feng Clan. How did their younger generation grow in such a short amount of time? I thought their younger generation was weak, but except Feng Yun, each one of them had a late-level foundation establishment stage. How do you expect other clans to compete when they have for late-level foundation establishment stages? This is just unfair. Looking at the Feng Clan, who is taking out one genius after another, the older generation couldn't help but get jealous of the Feng Clan. If they had such brilliant descendants, they wouldn't be worried about their clan's future. No matter whether Feng Mei wins this match or not, she will already be known as the greatest genius in Misty Vale City. After several exchanges, Wang Roshue's smile grew wider, her excitement evident. You're even better than I imagined, Feng Mei. But let's see how you handle this. With a swift motion, Wang Roshue's sword flickered, and the air around her seemed to chill. She began to weave her earth-grade technique. Frozen lotus sword art. The temperature dropped as ice blue lotuses formed in the air around her, each petal sharp as a blade and imbued with a deadly cold. But Feng Mei didn't flinch. Instead, she raised her sword and began gathering qi. Heavenly Emperor's Sword. As the frozen lotuses closed in, Feng Mei spun gracefully, her sword cutting through the air like a streak of lightning. The force of her strikes shattered the frozen lotuses before they could reach her, the shards of ice sparkling like diamonds as they scattered across the arena floor. Wang Roshue's eyes widened in shock. To date, there was no one among her peers who could take this technique head-on. Impressive, but this is just the beginning. She pressed forward, unleashing more of her frozen lotus sword art, her attacks growing more fierce and complex. Feng Mei was able to comprehend only the first level of Heavenly Emperor's Sword, which allowed her sword an extraordinary sharpness, capable of cutting through almost anything, including techniques and defensive artifacts. If she were to comprehend more, she would have been able to unleash waves of slashes which could have ended the match right there and then. However, Feng Mei didn't just comprehend the Heavenly Emperor's Sword but also another heaven-grade technique. Wang Roshue continued attacking, trying to corner and exhaust Feng Mei. Ghostly Shadow Mirage. Just then, Feng Mei used the heaven-grade technique Ghostly Shadow Mirage to instantly disappear from her initial position. What? Wang Roshue blurted out as she couldn't see Feng Mei's movement at all. She quickly looked left and right, trying to find Feng Mei. Xing. However, it was already too late. The next moment, a sword appeared from behind, its blade shimmering dangerously close to Wang Roshue's neck. I concede. Wang Roshue declared, her voice steady despite her defeat. Despite her defeat, it didn't dishearten Wang Roshue, who had given her all. Feng Mei, with a graceful motion, sheathed her sword and stepped backward. Thanks for letting me win. The crowd erupted into a mix of cheers and gasps as Feng Mei emerged victorious. The atmosphere in the arena shifted from disbelief to admiration. You fought well, Feng Mei. I look forward to seeing you advance further in the competition. Welcome to Mvul MP, YR. Wang Roshue said as she left the arena. As Wang Roshue gracefully exited the arena, she was met with respectful nods and murmurs of appreciation from the spectators. Despite her loss, she had proven herself to be an exceptional fighter, and her defeat at the hands of Feng Mei only solidified the latter's reputation as one of the brightest talents in Misty Vale City. Feng Chen watched from the sidelines, a faint smile playing on his lips. He knew that her victory would send ripples through the competition, making the other families even more wary of the Feng Clan. Let the next match begin, the referee announced, bringing the crowd's attention back to the arena. The next few matches were intense, with participants showcasing their unique skills and techniques. The arena buzzed with excitement as each fight brought something new to the table. The battles were fierce and the crowd was treated to a spectacle of martial prowess that they would remember for years to come. However, none of the matches were as fierce and exciting as the one shown by Feng Mei and Wang Roshue. As the round progressed, Feng Yun's turn soon came. The next match will be Feng Yun versus Feng Xiaoyu. The match participants were announced when the crowd became extremely displeased and angry. F***K. This Feng Chen is too lucky. Another genius of the Feng Clan is going to surrender. TSK. Tisk. This Feng Yun is advancing without a fight. How is this fair? Because of Feng Liang's surrender, many people weren't happy with Feng Yun, and hoped that he would be eliminated in this round. However, as luck would have it, Feng Yun's opponent was once again another member of Feng Clan. Looking at the last round, they knew that this time also Feng Xiaoyu would surrender. Feng Xiaoyu had similar strength to Feng Liang, so it didn't make sense for her to not surrender when Feng Liang already did. I surrender. And just like they thought, Feng Xiaoyu immediately surrendered, not even bothering to show up in the arena. I can't believe that Feng Yun has entered the top 6 by just having fought one match. Humph. Zhao Tianming or Yan Zhihao will surely teach this guy a good lesson. With such dissatisfaction, the final match of the third round had finished. The crowd didn't forget about Feng Yun when the first match of the fourth round was announced. The referee seemed hesitant to speak before he did. The next match will be Feng Yun versus Feng Mei. What? How can Feng Yun be so lucky? Is the referee colluding with the Feng Clan? **T. I wanted to watch more of Feng Mei's fights. Please don't tell me that she is also going to surrender. This Feng Yun is going to drag the Feng Clan down. Feng Yun, who had been sitting the whole time, was surprised. He didn't think that he would advance to top 3 without having to fight. Could this be considered lucky or unlucky? 0. Feng Yun thought as he felt helpless. He wants to show that he is capable of advancing to the next round, but as luck would have it, he didn't need to fight again. In any case, Feng Yun didn't ponder over this for long as he believed that he would soon get the chance to prove himself. Referee, I would like to surrender. Feng Mei said. Oh. Okay. With Feng Mei giving up, Feng Yun will advance to the next round. The referee announced to the still dissatisfied audience. They wanted to complain, but what can they do? The competition was hosted by the Wang family, and the person benefiting was from the Feng family. Both of them were someone that they couldn't afford to offend. Humph. Feng head, it looks like your Feng Yun has good luck. Yan Zhan said disdainfully. He was hoping for Feng Yun to be eliminated, but he kept on advancing, relying on his luck. Feng Chen smirked, his eyes gleaming with amusement as he replied to Yan Zhan. Indeed, Yun's luck is extraordinary. After all, it takes a stroke of fortune to have so many talented participants in one family. Alas, not every clan is blessed with such luck, is it, Patriarch Yan? If only the Yan family had the same luck, they wouldn't need to rely on just 1 or 2 outstanding individuals. But then again, perhaps Yan had been pretty unlucky, having 2 elders get killed by me. Feng Chen's words hung in the air, dripping with sarcasm, and totally disregarding Yan family's face. Feng Chen's killing of the Yan family's 2 elders is a sore spot for them, so much so that even the other major families dare not mention it. Those who dared to spread that had met their end at the Yan family's hands. However, Feng Chen dares to casually mention it. It was the same as slapping Yan Zhan in his face in public. Yan Zhan's face darkened, his lips pressing into a thin line as he struggled to maintain his composure in front of the others. Feng Chen. Don't think just because you are powerful, you can say whatever you want. We have not yet pursued you for killing our elders, and you dare mention it. Yan Zhan said furiously. Ha ha. Whether I dare or not, you know me well enough. And what can you even do to me? Fight me. Are you even capable? Feng Chen said. It was impossible for them to do anything to him previously with his peak 3 elements divine realm, and it was more true after he advanced to nascent soul realm. If he wants to, he can easily kill all of them with 1 move, but he refrained from that. Alas, having his previous life memory, he knows that he couldn't just show off his power. Moreover, that was something a villain would do. He wouldn't want to become a villain, as they are just someone who ends up dead anyway. Hearing Feng Chen's domineering words, Zhao, Yan, Lu, and Wang Head, their elders, and the younger generation who heard him were all stunned. The audacity of Feng Chen's remarks and the sheer confidence in his demeanor were unprecedented, even for someone of his stature. Yan Zhan's face flushed with anger, his eyes narrowing as he fought to contain his rage. It was the same for Yan family's elders and younger generation. How can they show their face if they didn't do something after being insulted like this? Bang! Yan Zhan slammed his hand on the table in anger. Feng Chen, your arrogance is beyond belief. Do you truly think you are the strongest? Feng Chen's smirk widened. Arrogance? No. It's simply the truth. If you want to prove that I am lying, you are welcome to try. Feng Chen continued, and I do believe I am strongest among all of you. Such arrogance, one of the Zhao elders muttered, shaking his head. Bold words, another elder remarked. But no one dared to speak out loud as they were afraid of Feng Chen. And although his word was indeed arrogant, it wasn't false either. While Feng Chen and Yan Zhan were talking to each other, the referee announced the second match, which was between Yan Zhihao and Lu Jia. Yan Zhan immediately calmed down, and then stared at Feng Chen. Humph. Feng Chen, how about a bet? Yan Zhan said. A bet? Feng Chen could see what Yan Zhan was trying to do. He must have wanted to make me angry and suggest a bet all along. Feng Chen was sure of that. Although his plan backfired and it became Yan Zhan who was angered, it seems like he still plans on proceeding with his little trick. Feng Chen, how about we bet on who would be the winner of the competition? Yan Zhan said with a cunning smile. Feng Chen raised an eyebrow, his expression a mixture of curiosity and amusement. He could see what Yan Zhan was planning. Still, Feng Chen was intrigued by the idea of a bet, especially since he already knew what the outcome of this competition would be. A bet, you say? And what shall we bet? Feng Chen asked, leaning in slightly as if genuinely interested. Yan Zhan's smile widened as if thinking that his plan was working. Let's each make a bet of 30,000 gold coins. Feng Chen considered the offer for a moment. 30,000 gold coins was a considerable sum, which was almost the annual profit of the Feng Clan. Since you want to give me money, I shall gladly accept it. Very well, Feng Chen said with a smirk. I accept your bet. Yan Zhan's grin broadened. Good, good. I will be betting on Yan Zhihao. And I assume that you will bet on Feng Yun. Yan Zhan said. Of course. Feng Chen replied. He couldn't wait for Yan Zhan's smile to turn into a frown. On the stage, Yan Zhihao and Lu Jia fought, but the match wasn't very satisfactory. With Lu Jia's mid-level foundation establishment stage, he wasn't able to do much to Yan Zhihao, who had cultivated of late-level foundation establishment stage. I surrender. Eventually, Lu Jia was unable to take Yan Zhihao's attack and surrendered. The final match of the fourth round will be Zhao Tianming vs Feng Jianhong. As soon as the referee announced the final match, the crowd erupted into an excited frenzy. Zhao Tianming vs Feng Jianhong. This is going to be a clash of titans. I've heard that Zhao Tianming has been training in seclusion for months. They say he's mastered a new Earth-grade technique. With Zhao Tianming's peak-level foundation establishment stage, he should be able to easily win. Feng Jianhong isn't an easy opponent either. He was able to easily win in his previous matches. I would like to see what he is hiding. The crowd discussed excitedly. Many of them believed that Zhao Tianming would win. Nonetheless, they knew Feng Jianhong wasn't an easy opponent. Zhao Tianming stepped into the arena, his presence commanding immediate attention. His eyes were cold and focused, his posture exuding an air of supreme confidence. On the opposite side, Feng Jianhong entered the arena with a calm yet powerful aura. Zhao Tianming's gaze locked onto Feng Jianhong as they stood across from each other in the arena. The atmosphere was thick with anticipation, and the crowd buzzed with excitement, eager to witness the clash between these two formidable opponents. Zhao Tianming smirked, his eyes narrowing as he sized up Feng Jianhong. Feng Jianhong, he began, his voice carrying a tone of condescension, I'll give you one chance to back down. We both know how this is going to end. Although I don't know how you managed to advance quickly to the late-level foundation establishment stage, you are still not my match. Surrender now, and save yourself the humiliation. Zhao Tianming and Feng Jianhong knew each other since both of them were the geniuses of their respective clan. However, compared to Zhao Tianming, Feng Jianhong's strength was nothing previously. But now, after taking the marrow cleansing pill, and having learned a heaven-grade technique, everything was about to change. Feng Jianhong remained unfazed, his expression calm as he met Zhao Tianming's gaze. I appreciate the concern, Zhao Tianming, but surrendering has never been in my nature. If you think you can intimidate me with words, you're mistaken. Feng Jianhong replied with determination. Zhao Tianming chuckled, a hint of mockery in his tone. So be it, he said. Since that's the case, don't blame me for not holding back. With a sudden burst of energy, Zhao Tianming's aura flared, his power surging as he lunged forward. The air crackled with energy as he unleashed a powerful punch, his fist glowing with a golden light. The speed and ferocity of his attack were overwhelming, and the crowd gasped as they saw Zhao Tianming's fist hurtling toward Feng Jianhong at incredible speed. But Feng Jianhong didn't panic. With a calm and fluid motion, he sidestepped Zhao Tianming's attack, the fist barely brushing past him. Humph! Looks like you can dodge my attack. Zhao Tianming sneered, not shaken by the fact that Feng Jianhong avoided his blow. But let's see how long you can keep this up. Without missing a beat, Zhao Tianming pressed forward, launching a series of rapid strikes, each one more powerful than the last. His fists moved like a blur, and the ground beneath him trembled with each step he took. Feng Jianhong remained calm, his movements precise and smooth as he dodged Zhao Tianming's relentless assault. With every attack, Feng Jianhong seemed to move just in time, his body weaving through Zhao Tianming's strikes with an almost effortless grace. Zhao Tianming's frustration began to show as his attacks failed to land. You think you can just keep dodging forever? Zhao Tianming growled, his aura flaring even more intensely. Let's see how you handle this. Thunderclap fist! He roared, his voice echoing through the arena, as his fists crackled with electrical energy. The air around him buzzed with power as he launched himself toward Feng Jianhong with blinding speed. Feng Jianhong's eyes sharpened as he sensed the danger of the incoming attack. But instead of retreating, he stood his ground, his aura flaring to life as he prepared to take the attack head-on. He knew that Zhao Tianming's speed was something that he couldn't compete with, and instead opted for defense which he was confident in. Mysterious Heaven Iron Wall. Heaven-grade defense technique that Feng Chen taught. Out of the 3 techniques Feng Chen had taught, Feng Jianhong chose to focus on this defense technique. A shimmering, translucent barrier formed around Feng Jianhong, the energy swirling and condensing into an impenetrable wall. The wall gleamed like iron under the sunlight, exuding a sense of unyielding strength. Boom! Zhao Tianming's thunderclap fist collided with the mysterious Heaven Iron Wall, and the arena erupted with a deafening boom. Sparks flew, and a shockwave rippled outward, causing the crowd to shield their eyes from the blinding light. But as the dust settled, it became clear that the mysterious Heaven Iron Wall had held firm. Look! Feng Jianhong. Feng Jianhong is still standing. Wow! Feng Jianhong is able to take on Zhao Tianming thunderclap fist. Looks like Feng Jianhong cannot be underestimated. The powerful attack had been absorbed and dissipated, leaving Feng Jianhong untouched within his protective barrier. Zhao Tianming's eyes narrowed in frustration. Humph! So you can block my attack. Zhao Tianming said, his voice tinged with agitation but trying to hide it. Feng Jianhong lowered the barrier, his calm demeanor unchanged. You'll find that I'm not as easily defeated as you might have before. Feng Jianhong replied, his tone steady without any hint of being provoked by Zhao Tianming. The crowd buzzed with excitement, marveling at the unexpected turn of events. The battle was far from over, and there was excitement about what would happen next. Zhao Tianming refused to back down. His pride demanded absolute victory, and he wasn't about to let Feng Jianhong destroy that. Zhao Tianming's aura shone brightly, and the air around him shone with power. You may have blocked my thunderclap fist, but I've got plenty where that came from. Zhao Tianming announced as his voice echoed through the arena. Let's see how long you can last. Zhao Tianming roared ahead, his fist numb as he swept away the blow. Each punch was infused with peak foundation establishment stage's power, delivering enough force to split steel and send a devastating wave to the ground. However, Feng Jianhong met Zhao Tianming's attack head-on. He took the attack while also counterattacking. Bang! 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 Zhao Tianming's fist slammed Feng Jianhong defensively, each impact shaking the ground beneath them. However, despite the overwhelming power behind the attack, Feng Jianhong remained steadfast, not willing to back down. The crowd watched in shock as Feng Jianhong took each blow, his body seemingly indestructible. His aura was like an unbreakable shield, absorbing the energy of Zhao Tianming's attacks. How is he still standing? Someone in the crowd murmured in disbelief. Feng Jianhong seems like a mountain, unwilling to move even against such force. Nothing Zhao Tianming does seems to faze him. When every attempt to breach Feng Jianhong's defenses failed, Zhao Tianming's frustration grew. His punches got more erratic, more desperate, as he poured everything he had into the attack. Why don't you fall? Zhao Tianming growled through gritted teeth, anger in his voice. He took a hit for every 10 or so attacks he did to Feng Jianhong. However, looking at the state of the two, one might think that Zhao Tianming is the one who took all those attacks. Zhao Tianming, once confident and composed, now appeared battered and worn. His clothes were torn, his face smeared with dirt and sweat, and his breathing had become ragged. In contrast, Feng Jianhong stood tall, his expression calm and unyielding. Though he had absorbed some of Zhao Tianming's attacks, his body bore far fewer marks of the fight. On the Zhao family side, Zhao Chenxi was sweating profusely. His son, the pride of his life, Zhao Tianming, was struggling against someone of Feng Clan who had lower cultivation. Tianming, you can do it. Just knock that guy out. Zhen Chenxi muttered to himself, and for the first time, he prayed for his son's victory. On the other hand, Feng Chen smiled as he watched the fight. He could see Feng Jianhong's determination to never give up. Despite looking fine, Feng Chen knew that Feng Jianhong had sustained quite a bit of damage. However, Feng Jianhong refused to back down and continued to endure since he knew that this was the only way for him to win. Anyway, looks like Jianhong is going to end the battle. On the stage, Feng Jianhong took advantage of Zhao Tianming being exhausted to launch an attack. Earth-shattering palm. Feng Jianhong used his technique, his fist slamming into Zhao Tianming's chest with the force of a battering ram. Burst. Zhao Tianming stepped back, the unexpected counter knocking his breath out of him. Ha. Ha. He gasped for air, his eyes widening in shock as he realized how powerful Feng Jianhong had become. I told you, Zhao Tianming. I'm not the same as before. Feng Jianhong spoke with satisfaction. Feng Jianhong had never thought that this day would come when he would overpower Zhao Tianming, the most powerful person in his generation. Zhao Tianming's face twisted in a mix of anger and fear. I can't. I'm not losing. I'm not losing. His voice trembled with desperation as he struggled to stay upright. But his strength was waning. The relentless battle had taken its toll, and despite his fierce determination, Zhao Tianming could no longer maintain his footing. Bang! With a final, pained gasp, he collapsed to the ground, his body going limp as unconsciousness claimed him. The arena fell silent, the crowd stunned by the turn of events. Winner. Feng Jianhong of the Feng Clan,